Hey everybody, welcome. This is Damien from Mystery MTG, and we are going to be playing a standard event today. One of these traditional events, the prizes are going to change very soon, so we're going to, kind of play them and have fun with them until the prizes change, and then they're going to get competitive. Right now, they're not really. Actually, we're just trying to earn gold so we can draft Tinkerer's Cube again. This is the Esper deck we've been playing the last few videos, for anybody who's been watching. It's in standard. It's basically white-black control, splashing blue for Kaito, a couple counter spells. That's it. We're running the Legion Angel package, which has been awesome, actually. Bunch of Wraths, Meat Hooks, and Doomskars, and a bunch of Planeswalkers. 12 Planeswalkers. Bankbuster for card draw, Vanishing versus our main removal spell. Some cheap removal to deal with. I like Portable Hole. It deals with, opposing Bankbusters, deals with problematic non-creature permanents that sometimes you got to get rid of. So this is the deck. Some go blanks against blue-red, Graveyard Trespasser against graveyard decks, Ray against the white decks is very good. And we're going to be running it through a traditional event, so let's do it. This is round one. Let's see if we can get 5 wins. So right now the rewards are sadly lackluster in this. It's like you pay 1,000 gold to enter and you can win 2,000. You basically double your gold every event. But it's such a small amount of gold, it doesn't really mean anything. But they're changing it. They're going to start paying out gems and qualifier points. I think if you get 5 wins, if you go the max, you get some number of qualifier points. We don't know what that looks like yet, how many you need to do whatever, and yeah. I think on Arena, you use the qualifier points to enter the qualifier tournaments, which qualify you for the larger tournaments, and then that qualifies you for regionals. Oh, I thought it was Geralf. Just Geralf, his cousin from the Styx. Okay, this is a good hand. We've got lands, we've got removal, and a little bit of top end to play, hopefully, once we run out all these lands. Always leading with white-black. Blue, the least important color. Sure. White, the most important color. You want to have 3 white, if at all possible. Ooh, opponent leads on Deserted Beach. Could be a mirror or blue-white control. Yeah, blue-white Nico Eris control, which is, yeah, just random control deck. I don't think it's very powerful. It's just, does its thing. Soul Shatter's fine. Let's pass. Okay. Oh, it's so weird switching from, like, the black-red sacrifice deck that we were playing in draft to this. I have to totally, like, change the way my brain works and think in a different way here. Okay, so we're going to take the damage. Obviously not giving a crap about a Spirited Companion. That must die. That card must die. Okay. So before we go to end step, good night. Alright. Not a lot going on here. Could put the Companion in the hole, but again, don't really care about the Companion. There are more threatening 2-drops, I think. Or non-creature permanents, again, like Reckoner, Bankbuster, and stuff. Farmhand, do not care. It's funny, Standard is so good right now. There's so many different decks. Like, this is another deck that just kind of started seeing play recently. Actually, one of the members of our channel put a list in our Discord. This white-blue, I'm assuming this is the one, but again, there's so many decks that see play, this might not even be the same build. But it played Nico Eris, the blue-white planeswalker that comes in with X. However much you... Oh, he's fearing the Wandering Emperor. I love it. No, I'm not that lucky. Thanks, though. My opponent's like, damn it. Yep. I don't know what they play for counterspells. Maybe Negate, maybe Jwari. I don't know if they play Jwari Disruption. There's so many ways to build the decks. There's probably people who play those cards and people who don't. It's really an interesting metagame right now in Standard. It's been this way for a good month or two. It's been actually really good. But no attention on it because the last Mythic Championship was Historic and Alchemy. Hopefully they put a stop to that. Let me know what you guys think of Explorer as well. Let me know in the comments. New format coming out. I haven't started messing with it yet, but... Okay. Trading his board for my board, I guess, or... No? It looked like... Okay, that's what they're doing. Got me. So I could block here... And then Lulth still dies. So I think I'm just going to keep my dude around. Cool. They took the turn off, traded a card for Lolth. I'm fine. Fine with that. Alright. Let's put one of these guys in the hole. I guess the farmhand, because this actually turns into something else later, potentially. And leave one of our dorks in play, because we can pressure planeswalkers with this. The fact that it has menace means he can't block, and we're technically out-racing him in damage here, even though it's neither of these guys are doing anything yet. Annoying. Yep. Needed to draw not a land this game. I guess... Did we draw all land? No, I think we drew Vanishing Verse and all land. So unfortunately getting a little flooded here. Need one of our 12 planeswalkers, please. Because Wedding Announcement's good. Wedding Announcement next turn means they're going to start drawing cards off it, and I'm going to lose. Okay, well, I guess this is the plan now. Angels. Angels all day. Past you. Alright. We're going to start crashing with these angels, and might be enough. I don't know. I presume my opponent's playing Wrath effects. So they're going to swing out with the team because they don't care about losing their guys, and they're going to Wrath. They might let me resolve another angel before they do that. We'll see. But Wedding Announcement means they're going to keep drawing cards. It's unfortunate. We need to either find our own source of card advantage here, like Bankbuster, Kaito, Lolth, or whatever, but okay. Or we're going to get beaten by this announcement. No attacks? Well, okay, so what does that tell us? Wow, really? So either opponent doesn't have a Wrath, or... Why wouldn't they want to... I don't know. I would just be drawing cards. Wow, Meat Hook. Was that a good draw? Okay, well, let's swing first. I don't know what opponent could have here if they don't play anything. Oh, okay. That's their play? I'm fine with that. Minus? Okay. That is totally fine. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna wipe the board. Gain a bunch of life. Slam Angel. I think I'm gonna keep a Ganjo in my hand. Get another Angel. And send it. Wandering Emperor doesn't do anything here. I don't know if that's a good play by my opponent. It means they don't have a Wrath. Dawnbringer. Oh, this deck, maybe this deck doesn't play Wrath. I'm not even sure. I think they have their Wraths in the sideboard. What does this do? ETB Destroyed Enchantment. Oh, nice. I could see this seeing play... No, I was going to say in my deck, but no, it's bad. So, did it... Oh, it didn't... Yeah, it just exiled my Meat Hook. Okay. Sure. So, Legion Angel is going to kill Wandering Emperor, so they have to... Oh, beautiful. Terrible removal spell gives us a card drawback. So now we have more cards than them. Okay, I am going to play this now. Okay, so I do have one more Angel in the board. What can I do here? Soul Shatter the Emperor. I don't care about that. I could go Angel Angel. It's pretty good. And then Emperor makes it 2/2. I don't really care about that either. Should I just go Angel Angel this turn? Or should I march something? Angel Soul Shatter the Emperor. I think I'm just going to go Angel Angel, honestly. I think that's the best play. Let's make opponent have a Wrath or something here. It's kind of like casting a Maria's Call, right? That's actually what I took this... I put in Legion Angel and I cut one of the Amaria's Calls. I had 2 and now I have 1. But, yeah, this isn't so bad. We have a Clue in play, so it's like we have an extra card in hand. Oh, they do play main deck Wrath. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought he didn't exile creatures there for a second. Sure. Gets to keep Wedding Festivity. Doesn't do anything with no creatures in play. But they're going to make it 2/2 /3/3. Okay, we can Lolth and Soul Shatter, so that's pretty good. That was a good draw. Finally drew a Planeswalker after we had our Lolth there. Okay, make him lose Emperor. Okay. Yep. We play 5 Wraths, so we've only used one of them. We can easily draw another Wrath and get out of this. Good to know that they play Farewell, of course. Now we draw that. God damn it. Now we draw 2 counter spells. Excellent timing there. Okay, let's see how they attack here. Might be able to save Lolth. Huh? Okay. Geist Wave? No. Wow. Geist Wave. Is that a good card? This is exactly the list that the guy posted in my Discord, a different one of our community members. This is too funny. Yeah, swinging with everything. Okay. So we can't save Lolth. Yeah, guess we just let her die. Okay. God damn it. Yeah, not drawn too well here. Needed to draw some card advantage early. Like, you know, we didn't play anything until turn 5, Lolth. I think we Vanishing Verse the thing, but not enough. Not enough. We're not dead by any means, but we need to find something like right now. We need to find a Wrath, and then, you know, Kaito, Wandering, anything, actually. Any of our Planeswalkers. We have 1 Lolth still in the deck, 2 in the yard now. But we have 4 Wandering Emperor, 4 Kaito, 3 Bankbuster. All of those would be excellent right now. We're running a little bit short on time, so the Wrath is step 1. We need to Wrath Emperor, so we can stroke that. And then they get to swing. I'm going to march one of these Angels, I think, just to save some damage here. Actually, let me think about this. I do need to Wrath, right? Assuming... No, we gotta still do this. Yeah. I'm just gonna save as much damage as possible. Leer. Okay, that plays into our Wrath. That's not a Wrath. Let's see if we find one off Bankbuster, though. That was a good draw. Okay. 5, 9. Pass, I guess. Okay. They have 3 cards in hand. I don't think they play too much counter magic. Yeah, Nico Eris sucks. It does something to creatures and then minuses to make, yeah, clues. Okay, there's a Wrath. I'm gonna draw first. There's another Wrath. Okay. Wrath number 1. So they can Geist Wave something back to their hand. What are they gonna save their Leer here? Sure. You got it. That's cool. I like the fact that Leer can save herself with a Geist Wave. Okay. Pass. Nico Eris doing nothing over there. It's great. So he's going to replay Leer, of course. But then what does he even have in the yard that they can cast? Maria's Call, Farewell, Fateful Absence. And that's it. Okay. Main deck Hermit. Okay. Multiple main deck Hermits. Good to know. Plus to do nothing. Let's draw the cards. I could Wrath here, of course. Fuck off. 2 Kaito. Okay, Kaito. Now, do I make a 1/1 here? Or do I just... I think I'm just gonna see if I can ditch this other Kaito. Ah. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's pass. They have no manlands, and I want them to play their Leer so I can Doomscar. Kaito phases out, so we're not worried about losing him. We are at 7 life here. That's unfortunate, but we Infernal Grasp one of these Hermits, and we should be okay. I don't know. I could have Doomscarred there, but it's obviously not resolving if they crack a Hermit. Well, they would have to crack both, actually. What am I saying? Yeah, because of the treasure. I could have Doomscarred there. I don't know. I'm kind of saving it for Leer. I want him to replay Leer. Sure. No blocks. That's probably crazy, I know. I can't cast this now, but... Okay. So they do the Legion Angel thing, looks like. Okay. I don't think I was casting this anyway, but... Okay, let's see what we've got here. Kaito. Emperor. So I can send the Bankbuster at Nico. I don't think I want to do that, though. Because I'm going to Doomscar here, right? Yeah. Maybe they have Negate or something. I don't know. Maybe none of this matters, but we'll see. Nope. Okay. And then we can Wandering Emperor. So let's pass. They could draw a card. Or scry 1, draw a card, whatever. Sure. Scry 1, draw a card is good. That is slightly better than a clue. But, Nico Eris, huh? It doesn't get Vanishing Versed. That's good, I guess. But, sure. That was a good draw. Leer? Malevolent Hermit? Benevolent Geist, whatever. Sure. Well, Emperor's unfortunate here. I do want to minus her to gain the life, but there's nothing to target, so... Let's make a Samurai. Bankbuster. Kaito might have to minus here. I could activate Bankbuster, swing at Nico. I think we just start with another Bankbuster here. Ooh. How do I do this? So, if I plus the Wandering Emperor... No, wait. I'm going to minus the Emperor in play, because I'm going to flash in another one. So I make it 2-2. I swing with this guy at Nico. Yeah, so let's do this. So, oh. Okay, they do this before combat for some reason. They go to the bottom, draw a card. Okay. Let's swing at Nico. Ooh. Opponent not expecting the my turn combat step Emperor here. So plus this guy, give him first strike. Okay. Now we draw. That got the flyer off the battlefield. That's what I needed to do, right? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Mead hook. Okay, let's let him play some more stuff, and then we're going to hook. I've got to remember that I can crew this Bankbuster now with my 3-3. I can't forget that. Okay, so I want them to play a few more creatures, then I can meat hook it all away. In the meantime, what is it? Can't be blocked? Oh, can't be blocked. Right, I should have read what this actually did. Sure. Okay, game 2. Now we know what our opponent's deck's doing. Bound to happen against cards that never see play, right? Like Nico Eris, I think, has been legal for I don't know how long. Never seen play in Standard. I've never played against it, so I think maybe once in like a year. Farewell seems good against them. Ray is probably good, even though I dislike killing tokens. Trespasser might be good. Fracture's good. Are they going to keep in their Wraths? I think Wrath is not... It's better for us than it is for them. But I'm not going to keep all these Wraths. I think I'm just going to go 2 Massacre and 1 Farewell. Yeah, all these are good. Portable Hole kind of sucks. I'm going to take out the 2 holes. And I could bring in, like, Go Blank. Because he's doing the Leer thing. Yeah, I should definitely bring in Go Blank. Duress also seems good. Maybe another Stroke, actually. The Stroke seems good. Soul Shatter also good. Let's take out Bloodchief's Thirst. And I want Duress. I want a bunch of stuff here. What to do? Infernal Grasp is mediocre, right? Doesn't hit Planeswalkers. He's got a bunch of little dorky creatures. I'm just wondering, if they don't keep in their Wrath, this guy might actually do the trick. It's him or Duress. Duress is also very good, right? Gets Wandering Emperor, gets Wedding Festivities, gets, Nico, I guess? I don't know. Portable Hole is good at killing Hermits, though. I don't know why, but I'm going to try these Graveyard Trespassers. I don't know. I expect my opponent to bring in a bunch of negates against me. Countermat, Test of Talents type crap. And if I just play a 3-drop, they'll be like, with like their counterspell in hand, and then they can't get it off the board. They either have to 2-for-1 themselves. No 3rd land, but a Bankbuster. I'm going to keep this. It's a little risky. We do have Verse and Negate at least, but not amazing. I don't want to have to draw with my Bankbuster to find a land next turn, or turn 3, but I will if I have to. Opponent mulliganing. Okay, and we're off. Yeah, drawing a land naturally for Kaito would be amazing. Drawing a 6-drop, not so amazing. Okay. It will be good eventually, though, I imagine. We'll see. Ooh, they do play Jwari Disruption. Good to know. And there's Kaito. So let's resolve him before they do anything else. Make a ninja. I think in this kind of control mirror, the ninja is going to be very good. Instead of plussing Kaito there. Of course, I do want to find a land, but I could toss Farewell, I guess, or something. Yep. Wedding Announcement, sure. Okay. So, no land. So let's swing first, plus Kaito. No land. Could slam Trespasser here. That's not out of the question. God, I really want to activate Bankbuster, find an untapped land, then Vanishing Verse that Wedding Announcement. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. If I don't draw a land off Bankbuster, I feel like, the turn's just been wasted. Am I crazy? I did put this in my deck. I'm going to slam this. Use our mana. And if my opponent doesn't have a main phase play, then this guy flips, and then we actually start doing 5 a turn to my opponent here. Both my guys would be tough to block. I mean, they'd have to start jumping, but Anyway, they can't pressure Kaito this way as well. That's another plus. And I doubt they leave in Wraths. I could see them leaving in Farewell, maybe? Okay, so they kill Kaito. Nice. Give us a clue. Perfect. Fateful Absence is just... It's not good, folks. Sorry. As a control player, I've never played this card in... I think in Historic I played a couple in one deck, but that was it. It's bad removal. Ooh, go blank. So they've got counter magic up now, which is an issue. So we swing with the team. Okay. I am gonna have to draw a card here. Bad luck. Bad luck. Okay, so we've only drawn one land all game, but we have Bankbuster going here. We have a clue in play. Yeah, my opponent's not really doing much. They missed a land drop as well last turn, did they? I think... Maybe not. No. So, okay, they get to make their land drop this turn. That's fine. Yep. Get a bunch of 2/2s. So, what to do here? We found the land. I think I'm just going to... I'm gonna verse that Wedding Festivity after I attack here. And we have the negate to back it up, so let's go for it. Not gonna exile my own Kaito, thank you. Okay. He went for the triple. Thought I had removal, but I've got better than removal. Bam. Get to eat all of his guys. My Graveyard Glutton stays alive. We pass with negate up. I thought they might have a negate from my verse, and I was going to have to pull the trigger there, but no negate. So that means we get to negate their play. Graveyard doesn't flip also. If I had played 2 spells that turn, it would have flipped back. Okay, he gets a Cleric, destroy an enchantment. No bueno, buddy. No bueno. Gain 2 life? Sure. You can have your 2 life. Nah, no. Not another one of those, thanks. My turn. Okay, ew, another Trespasser. But as you can see, the Trespasser doing exactly what I'd hoped it would do. My opponent clearly doesn't have a negate here. Might as well exile that. I don't know. And they're rapidly dying now. Okay, so I could go for draw. I really need to find a land here, so let's just draw another card. God damn it, dude. Brutal. Okay, let's pass. We can draw / crack the clue. Ugh, super rough draws here. No lands. We found the 4th one. That was key, but... Okay. So now he's a 3/4. There's a wedding announcement. Sure. Okay, crack the clue. Oh my god. Oh my god, where the fuck are the lands? Okay, so I can verse the 3/4 swing. Yeah, and draw a card. Not gonna exile my stuff. They have no stuff in the yard. Ooh, he chumps. Interesting. Okay. Pass. I'll discard a Lolth. Okay, we're leaving up the Disdainful Stroke / draw a card with Bankbuster. When I do draw with Bankbuster, suddenly Bankbuster can easily be crewed and sent in. So Graveyard Glutton putting real pressure on my opponent. They had no answer. They might have to pull Farewell trigger here, and then we just get to Disdainful Stroke it. So this is pretty nice. They're still pumping out blockers. Nico for 3. Can't stroke that. Interesting. Okay. Makes 0 shards. Can make his guy unblockable or deal 2 damage to target tapped creature for each card you've drawn this turn. Okay. So we make a 1/1, get a treasure here. Still no land. Okay. A land. So 5 mana. He has 2 cards. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play this untapped. And 6. So I can go... I want to get his last 2 cards with Go Blank. I should probably lead with that. Yeah. Nice. Stroke and what is that? Redain? Okay. Swing at him with both? Yeah. Don't exile anything. Now, I could play another spell this turn to... No, there's no point, right? Yeah, we're just leaving up Stroke. Because Farewell is the only thing that gets him out of this, I think, now. Oh, he's going to get another 1/1, I guess. That's true. Maybe I should have played another Trespasser there, but then they will both flip back. Might have still been the play, actually, yeah. I just thought if he draws a Wrath at that point, then oof. Okay, so we've got a lot of ways we could kill him here. So if I draw a removal spell, he's dead, right? There's no way to draw? God damn it, dude. Yeah. I mean, he's got to block each guy separately here. I don't have any creatures, sadly. Otherwise, I would be draining him. Okay. Oh, he puts it on the top. Is it a removal spell? The double block. Interesting. So he's gonna kill my Bank Buster with something here, right? Okay. I think I'm gonna flip in Emperor. Still have Stroke up here. And, he can kill my Bank Buster. Yep. Couldn't have interacted with that. Ooh, 4 damage? Actually, I could have plussed on Bank Buster, right? I just thought it was a Fateful Absence. Wow. So I would have actually been able to kill him if I had waited on Emperor there, but I wanted to save my Glutton. That's kind of funny. With Disdainful Stroke in our hand, though, I feel pretty good here. If they don't play anything, we can lead the turn with Go Blank and wreck their hand again. But, yeah, nope. Oh, they found a test. Nice draws. I don't have any more Disdainfuls, I think. Maybe one more? Did I side in? Yeah, maybe one more. Yeah. Oh, 3, okay, yeah. Sure. Now they can't exile Glutton because they can't discard a card. The Ward is going to get them. This guy's got Ward, discard a card, right? If they try and minus on him, then they have no more cards. I don't think they realize that. So they're just... Well, they're not dead. Yeah. So let's see here. Go to 1 or go down a life? Yes. That might actually kill him. He's got to make sure he doesn't put any more creatures in the yard. Let's just Lulth here. Okay. Pass. Now they need to actually find a Wrath or something here. They're drawing. Ooh, we only have 12 minutes on our clock to their 17. I gotta play a little bit faster here. That's still plenty of time for game 3, though, I think, if we win this. It's looking pretty good, but I don't know. Yeah, they can discard a card. Go up to 4. Hermit, sure. All ticks up. Soul Shatter. So what does that kill? That kills Nico, which doesn't do anything. So I swing with both spiders, put him to whatever. I can first strike one of them, right? Yeah. So he's gonna probably block the 3/2 here. And Lolth ticks up to 3. Yeah, that's the order, yep. Okay, so Hermit will stay in play here. Lolth goes up. Oh, I should have let Hermit die. What am I saying? And then I could have Graveyard Trespasser it away, right? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I didn't think about that. Okay. Still just putting too many things for my opponent to deal with on the board here, I think, but... Okay. They're in top deck mode. Nico is killing a spider. Sure. Yep. Okay. I still think the way we've sideboarded is good. So let's run it back. Yeah, I think we're good. Soul Shatter is... maybe I should take Soul Shatter out. It's kind of mediocre to me. Hey, King Case, what's up? My nigh heart hurts. Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry, I know. Blue mages, am I right? Okay. Not amazing. We are on the draw and we have lands. We're gonna keep, but nothing too spicy in this. We need to draw like a Kaito or something. Let's lead with white mana. And then we can play black off this, I think. Ooh. Leave up verse or / negate or play Bankbuster. I think we're gonna pass here. And leave up the verse negate for their wedding celebration or whatever it's called. Wedding festivities. Yeah. With two of these in our hand, we're just gonna play it out. We have our lands. Pass. We're gonna play it out and wait till we get to turn 4 when we can play this guy and leave up a counter, right? Okay. Test of Talents does not even seem good in this match. I don't think my opponent, but that's like their only counter magic, right? A Nico. So I could Soul Shatter that, but he's gonna get what? 1, and then he's gonna make a shard, so he's gonna have 2 shards from this. Do I negate that? I think I'm not. I'm just gonna Soul Shatter it. I can do it with his trigger on the stack, actually, and he doesn't get to activate. Ah, that's what happens when you play a Planeswalker that has a triggered ability when it ETBs. You don't actually get to use it if they have instant speed removal. Ouch. Okay, so let's go... I could just slam Emperor here main phase, but again, I'm going to leave up our various stuff here. Because now Bankbuster means if they don't play something that I want to negate or verse, I can draw a card. So we're just set up very nicely here. Yep. Now they could take this opportunity to resolve Emperor, perhaps, but I'm fine with that. Main phase, or end of their turn, Emperor. Oh, March my Bankbuster. Okay. So we still get our card, so we're up a card on that exchange. I like it. And here we have an excellent opportunity to resolve Kaito, leave up verse negate. So Kaito gonna start doing his thing. Let's pass. Kaito phasing out. March the token. So I could negate this, but I don't really care. That's one of those spots where, yeah, don't worry about Kaito. Just even plus one-ing and looting is already very good. Okay, I'm gonna let this resolve, and I'm gonna try and Vanishing Verse. We have a bunch of answers to this. We're just gonna stop on his second main phase and verse. Or now, whatever. Excellent. Okay. Kaito plus. Yeah, even just looting is good. And then what's he? Yeah, see? Actually, toss this. We have Emperor. I know they don't have a negate, or they probably would have done something on my end step there. So let's pass. Might try and jam an Emperor here. Yep. Yeah, they would have probably countered my Vanishing Verse last turn if they had negate, right? Okay. Yeah, making their land drops here. For 4? Okay, I'm gonna bait their counter spell here. Hey, thank you for the raid, Rakubo. What's up, man? Give you a shout out here. How you been? It's been a while. Last time I was watching you, you were Take the Throne. Oh, wow. You were playing, Oh, sorry, is it my turn? My opponent doesn't do anything about that. Okay. Oh, look at this. You were playing that fighting game. I can't remember what it's called. And it looked awesome, but I've got to focus now. Okay. Land. Let's just swing. We're not going to plus Emperor here. Kaito draw. Ooh, Trespasser's nice. I don't even know if I'm going to play Trespasser here. Because they're going to almost certainly have to Wrath, right? I don't have a counter. Yeah, let's just pass. Let's see what happens here. Another Nico. God. Okay, fine. Gets 2 of those things. Sure. Now he can minus Nico, kill one of my guys. I'm fine with that. Oh, he makes a shard. Okay. Trying to get some cards off Nico before Nico bites it. 1 card in hand. Wow. Opponent down to 1 card. Now I'm wishing I had played my Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, so let's plus. Okay. They're looking for March, I presume, to kill my token here. Goes to the bottom, draws a card. Damage. Nice. Get Nico off the field. This is looking good. We get to draw with Kaito. There's a Manland. That's also very good. And I think... should I play Trespasser? I still feel like I don't need to do that, right? Yeah, let's just pass. Sorry, let me catch up. Playing some variety games. Nice. Hey, Duo. I'm focused on the game, yeah. Well, people want me to focus on the chat a lot of times. We're going to put this on YouTube, though, so I really can't interact with chat too much right now. No, I haven't heard of Nightfall. Ooh, I should check that out. There's a couple of games I'm going to check out soon, actually. This Saturday, we're going to be doing New Game Day, and we're going to be checking out some different stuff. But like I said, we're going to play this event right now. We're going to be putting this on YouTube on the Mystery MTG channel, so I'm going to focus on winning. This is round 1 of this 5-match event. Oh, shoot. We have about an hour before a draft we're going to be entered in as well. We're going to be doing an Amonkhet remastered draft, which is kind of cool. Not on Arena. It's going to be on a different site, and then we import the decks to Arena. Okay, let's plus. Does my opponent kill my guy? They do. Okay. Trading a card for a token. I'm fine with that. Stick at the swing here. And as long as we get to attack with anything, then Kaito draws us a card. So our Samurai getting in there from Wandering Emperor, and then... Oh. Yeah, my opponent definitely should have done this before I attacked. So they waste another card. Yeah, Kaito just... As long as a creature attacked this turn. So I just get to draw a card for free. Now I think we're going to slam Emperor. And exile whatever, doesn't really matter. And pass. Alright. Opponent with one card, well now two cards in their hand. I have a counter spell, so if they draw anything too crazy, just say no. This gets Wedding Announcement out of the way. And we don't even need to play our backup Wandering Emperor. These just deal with almost anything that my opponent does, right? If they go wide, we meat hook. If they play Wedding Festivities, we use March. Or Vanishing Verse. Yeah, that gets meat hooked. Lurking away, thanks Rakuba, I appreciate it, buddy. Sorry, I wish I could interact with you guys more, but not for the next couple of hours or so. Well, maybe another hour, actually, and then we're going to be doing the draft. But I am going to turn that into a YouTube video as well. So this is interesting. He can find March off this. But he can't March my Graveyard Trespasser. I can untap. I can just Vanishing Verse this, right? So I don't really care. I'm not gonna Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, they don't have the mana to March my Trespasser. And I can just verse the Leer. Don't ever use your counterspell first if you don't have to. Always think about... What? Yeah, you can't discard a card. Yeah. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Huh? They had no cards in their hand, right? I'm confused. Anyway. Sure. He had to discard a card or it gets countered. They couldn't discard a card, so I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Anyway. Sure. Let's exile March. Plus Kaito. Still no land, huh? Make it 2-2. And I'm not going to play Bankbuster because I'd rather leave up Disdainful Stroke here. Pass to my opponent. They're top decking. Wow, was that a good draw? Nice draw. Glad I left up my counterspell. That's the kind of card you want to counterspell, not Leer, right? If you can deal with Leer another way. Okay. I could activate my Manland again. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, maybe I will. Okay, exile Mary's Call. Draw. Okay. Now I think I will play Bankbuster because I have enough mana to Bankbuster plus leave up Disdainful Stroke. Got him. Alright. Close. I'll see you in round 2. Anyway, let's play another match of Esper. In 1 hour, we are going to be playing Amonkhet Remastered Draft. So I'm going to need your wise brains, those wrinkly brains, chat.
I need your help. I will summon the knowledge of chat.
All 1 ounce of it. Yeah, we're on the draw. We have some interaction. Wandering Emperor. Keep. Easy keep. Opponent evolving from slime into semi-sentient organism. Well, I guess I don't need to leave up Disdainful Stroke or anything anytime soon. Okay, so we're gonna go this on black, this on blue. Yeah, we'll see. Like, if we draw a Kaito, there is some weird considerations. You have to think about the lands a little bit. Green-black, playing Evolving Wild. So my opponent... oh, and there's Kaito. So I can go black, blue, and then I can choose... I'd probably just go white again for for Emperor. Yeah, so let's go black here. Now we get to do Vanishing Verse on 2, Kaito on 3, Emperor on 4. Just had to do that in the right order. Mammoth. Nope. Okay. Kaito gets to start doing his thing. Next turn we've got Emperor. I'm going to play this actually next turn, so I can leave up the decision whether or not to play this on black. Because you do want to have Meathook Massacre at some point, especially against creature decks. Whoa! There's a white land. Oh, okay. Yeah. I love when opponents trade their cards for my not cards. Draw a card. Toss a land. Yeah, let's play a Ganjo. Pass. So we can Vanishing Verse or... sorry, Disdainful Stroke, Vanishing Verse, or play Emperor here. Looking pretty good. That is totally fine. Emperor. Make a dude. So even though their card trades with my card, I still end up with a card. All the cards make cards nowadays. That's just how Magic works. Attack? No. Nice. Okay, draw for free off Kaito. Soul Shatter. Okay. I don't... Well, I do have double Disdainful Stroke in my hand. Okay, let's play this on black. Now I can Soul Shatter and Verse, and then I can still Stroke here as well. I might Vanishing Verse if they activate Ranger class. We'll see. See what they do. Yeah. That or I just kill his Wolf. I think I'm going to kill the Ranger class, though. Because... he's going to eventually level that up, and... Yeah, that's fine. Kaito goes to 1. Draw a card. Bankbuster's a good draw. Let's see here. So I want to leave up blue. Yeah, let's go Bankbuster. I could suspend Doomscar. But then I have to... No, let's just leave up. Yeah, I don't need to suspend Doomscar. Plus, if they do something crazy to the Wolf, I don't know what they could do to it. This person's obviously playing a rogue deck. I don't know what they're playing. So we're gonna hit Kaito here. Should I Soul Shatter? Yeah. Okay. Let's activate Bankbuster first. Draw. Another Kaito. I think I could probably lose the second Kaito. My opponent's not even able to kill the first one here. 5 mana, so let's tuck a Doomscar. And pass. Leave up Disdainful Stroke slash Soul Shatter. Nice. Just dismantled. Couldn't get the Kaito off the board. Kaito wins the game. What do we bring in here? Farewell's probably going to be good against them. They did play a white land, but I don't know what that means. Soul Shatter's also probably good. I didn't see any targets for Disdainful Stroke. These kind of cards are going to be... meh. Usually they play things like Chariot and stuff like that. Disdainful Stroke is usually good. But let's try it like this. Bring in the rats. Did you see that Game King case? It looked kind of sweet, actually. I'm gonna maybe check that out. It was $7. It was like, and that's Canadian. My Steam is Canadian. You guys could probably get it for, Americans get it for $6. The dollar is getting closer and closer, the American and Canadian dollar, though, these days. Man, this is a rough hand. No white mana, plus a 6-drop in our hand. I think I'm gonna mull this. Oh no, the one lander. Wow. Okay, so if I keep this, put Lolth on the bottom, we have all 2-mana cards, right? I can foretell this. I mean, this goes such a long way to catching us back up. Plus, we're on the draw, and we have Bankbuster. If I find that first land, you know, I have the first. I mean, you know, if I draw one land, just one, and I can cast Bankbuster, we should be able to get out of this. Or I mull to 5. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk this. Our hand is all cheap interaction. If we can find a land in the next 2 draws, we'll be okay, I think. I mean, I could still even cast Portable Hole if we have to, but there it is. Okay, but I'm actually lead with a tap land, so I can play Bankbuster on 2 here and bolt myself. Unless my opponent plays a good 2-drop that I want to kill. No, they don't. Yeah, let's bolt. Could tuck Doomscar as well here, but let's get Bankbuster going. Nice. So, slight risk there, paid off, but our chances were pretty good of drawing a second land. Yep, that doesn't matter. Okay, so what do I kill this with? I don't have a black mana, so I can't Verse or Grasp. So I guess I can't kill it. Alright, tuck this. Pass to my opponent. They get to swing. Yep, we take a bunch of damage here. Whoa, Binding. Okay. Didn't see that in game 1. That's a good card. Played that many times in Standard with Doom Foretold and stuff. Oh, that card was awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to kill this guy here. Kinda sucks. Now we're not drawing land, and we still haven't drawn a black mana, so... Oh, boy. Not amazing. Felidar Retreat. Okay. I saw none of these cards in game 1, so Doomscar is apparently good. God damn it. I mean, not Doomscar, Disdainful Stroke. Okay. If I draw... Well, actually, I could March next turn, exile Vanishing Verse to pay. Oh my god. Okay, well... I have to hope my opponent doesn't keep drawing lands. Ooh, not a black land, but a land. Yeah, I'll Doomscar again. Hope they don't have a land. This is ridiculous. If I draw a black land, I can Verse one of them and then March the other the turn after. Ooh, did they not have a land? Yes! Yes! Oh, we did it. Oh, there's a black land. Oh my god, what did they foretell there? Let's do it on their upkeep. It doesn't matter which one we play, March or Verse. We can only play one. Actually, no, I guess March... Yeah, I should Verse. Let's pass their upkeep. Verse one of these. Okay. Do your worst. Nope. Really? Oh my god. Oh, and another March. Okay. Let's pass. Bye. Oh, so much for the retreats. Who needs Disdainful Stroke? Not us, apparently. What does opponent have? Usually when they foretell a card in like green-white creature-based deck, it's Starnheim Unleashed, make all the angels. Which is pretty good. I would need to find a Wrath very quickly. Whoa. Can't play Lolth. Can't play anything really, so let's pass. What a game. We got mana screwed kind of at the beginning with no black, but we found it just in time. Opponent missed that crucial land drop. Oh, Kaito. I mean, yeah, we just have to slam this, right? Should I draw discard here? I'm tempted to. Yeah, I'm gonna draw discard. Nice. Let's get rid of Soul Shatter. I feel like we don't need it. Get our black into play. Now we can Lalt next turn. Okay. Kaito faces out. Okay. Emperor. Okay. Samurai's annoying, but can't touch Kaito this turn, and then next turn we can Lulth. Evolving Wilds doesn't do anything with those retreats gone. Okay. Make another 2/2? Okay. Fine with that. Tempted to march this thing, but nah. We have a bunch of rats in our deck, meat hooks and stuff. Let's just take 2, I think, there. Bank Busta. I do want to get that 1/1 unblockable into play. But I think I'm going to draw here again. Ooh. Discard this. Lulth? Lulth is great here because it just puts those blockers into play to protect my planeswalkers. I can also march one of these tokens for 1 mana if I want, but no reason to do that. Yeah, without the ability to give Trample or Menace or something like that, Emperor is not able to punch through damage here. And I can trade with one of those. Never mind. Okay. Lulth goes up. I am going to march the 3/3 then, trade with that 2/2. Yeah, I'm trying to get Lulth off the field. That makes sense. Go to blocks. Pay 0. Confirm. Alright. Nice. Unless they have a hexproof type card that protects them. Soul Shatter. Okay. Cool with that. So they had to use another card to kill Lulth. Hey! Thank you, Edna1, with the raid. Appreciate it. Give Edna1 a shout out here. How you been? Sorry, give me a second. I'm in the middle of making a video for YouTube here as well. So, play Reckoner Bankbuster. Let's draw our card off that. Another Kaito. Okay, let's pass. I could have attacked with Hive there. I think I probably should have, actually. I lost my train of thought. What are you playing? Lost Ark. Nice. Still on Lost Ark. I've heard it's awesome. There's a guy in my building who just plays a ton of it. Okay. Kills my Planeswalker. Doesn't really matter. This 1/1 unblockable is going to take out the Emperor. And we have another Kaito, so I'm not too choked about that. Okay, Emperor down. Play our land. Get this next Kaito into play. Another Bankbuster. Okay. Okay. Pass. They get to go put a land into play. Ooh, Sorin. Okay. Opponent's playing a lot of double-colored cards with a lot of basics. Ranger class, and they still have a card in Foretell, which I have no idea what that could be. It's addicting, nice. Yeah, the guy in my building loves it. He's just like, it's so good. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to meat hook everything away. So let's get our attack in first, right? Get our free card first. We can attack Sorin. Draw our card. Okay. So we meat hook for 3. And then I can kill Sorin here with Vanishing Verse. They're gonna plus draw a card. I think I should actually get rid of that Ranger class with Vanishing Verse, to be honest. So let's just pass the turn here. Leave up Disdainful Stroke and Vanishing Verse. Binding disappears. Yep. They get to draw their extra card. It's fine to allow them this because that's kind of annoying. I was gonna kill Ranger class, but now they have another one. That is annoying. Okay. Yeah, that needs to go, right? Yeah, let's get rid of that before they can look at the top card. Okay. They can level up the other one, but they can't... Oh, they play Bankbuster. Look at this. Okay. Nice. Didn't realize they played it as well. We're going to do the same thing. Ooh, Bloodchief's Thirst was a good draw. That gets rid of that 2-2. Okay, my turn. So let's... Bloodchief's this. Gain a life. Crew. Get Soren off the battlefield. Now we get to draw a card with Kaito for free because we attacked. Land, not what I wanted there. And let's make another draw here. See if we can find like another Lolth or a Planeswalker. Okay, that gets our Lolth back. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't play Lolth this turn, so let's just pass. Instep, I'm going to channel Takenuma, get back Lolth. Yeah, they draw a card. They should pump up that Ranger class. Another Ranger class. Okay. Cool. I could counter this, but it does absolutely nothing. If your life total is greater than your starting life. Do I care about this? No, right? Let this resolve. Yep, they level up their thing. Okay, let's channel. Mill 2 lands in a verse. Okay, let's get Lolth back. My turn. Okay, first things first. I think we crew attack. Okay. Opponent probably not blocking here. Yep. Alright. Plus Kaito. A Doomscar. That's a solid draw. Let's Lolth. We've just got a wall of creatures plus Meathook Massacre in play. Which is a very scary spot. And suspend this. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We can draw with Bankbuster and Stroke. We don't even have to crack our treasure here. If my opponent tries to mess with these spiders, I might actually crew this other Bankbuster in response. Oh, they draw. Okay. Yeah, now I'm almost certainly going to Doomscar once they pump out a bunch of creatures. I'm waiting for their second wave of creatures here. When my creatures die, Lolth will go to 4 loyalty, and I'll be able to minus her immediately and make more spiders. So, losing my creatures is totally fine. Again, I have a Meathook in play, which is going to gain us a bunch of life, drain our opponent. Okay, so this guy gets big. Okay. Here I could double block, but there's no point, right? I'm just going to single block. Unless he could give it trample? Dude, that wouldn't matter. It'd still kill Lolth. Yeah, you know what? Let's double block. I might be able to bait a removal spell or something out of my opponent here. No? Okay. Trades. Lolth grows. Meathook Massacre triggers go on the stack. Yep. Verse the Lolth. Is this my opponent's splash or something? I don't know. They're playing the Abzan, the junk deck. Okay. Kills my Lolth anyway. Down to 1 card again. Okay, that's a problem. We got to get rid of that Ranger class that's now level 4. Okay, let's draw a card. Drawing a lot of garbage. I think... Should I draw one more pre-combat? I think I will. Makes a 1/1 Soul Shatter. God damn it. Okay. So I'm going to crew here. I could also activate the Manland, and I think I will. Because we have enough mana to do all this and still have action. I'm going to attack with our pilot and everything here because if they want to trade the pilots off, that's fine. They won't be able to crew their Bankbuster. Okay. Are they gonna... Oh, they're gonna chump. Oh. Okay. Interesting. They're at 15 life, and they have a Cosmos Elixir in play gaining them life. I feel like chumping is not what you want to do here. Because they have no way to crew their Bankbuster now. Kind of weird, but anyway. The nice thing is I don't care about protecting Kaito now, because he just goes up and up and up and up. There's no... no ultimate, really. Like, I don't give a... Nobody ever ultimates this guy, so... A blue or black creature. I don't play any creatures. So, he just... His loyalty is so high, it's very tough to kill him in combat after a certain point. And Vanishing Verse, he needs another binding or something to deal with Kaito. Okay. I gain a life. Kaito draws. Boy, oh boy. Not the greatest draws here, but okay. Disdainful Stroke in hand, Soul Shatter. My opponent's playing things from the top of the deck now with Ranger class, though, unfortunately. Oh, they change up the top of their deck now. Doomscar. So I could stroke this. Yeah, I don't think I have to, though, right? I don't... He's killing my 2 pilots? That's it? Okay, make him lose 2 more. And that's it. Okay. Ooh. So... let's activate the Hive. Crew the Bankbuster. Swing. Now Kaito draws. Ah. Okay. Pass. I'm gonna flash in Emperor, obviously, and try and do some stuff here. Ooh. So here I could flash in Emperor to protect Kaito. I actually will, because I have 2 Emperors here. So Emperor number 1. Oh, they scoop. Got him. I was going to minus and then sack the Emperor and then flash in another Emperor on their end step. So, nice. See you in round 3. I might not have enough time. We'll see if we can finish this match. I'm doing a... at 4 o'clock in 30 minutes, we're going to be doing a... Amonkhet Remastered draft. Okay, welcome back. Round 3. I will play first. I will mulligan first. I will keep... Yeah. Okay, we don't need 2 Wraths, and Doomscar is going to be far more likely to be cast this game by us than the other one. Okay, so could Bank Bust here? I think I have to, right? And my opponent plays a blue-white tapped land. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Some kind of control deck, I presume? Kind of tricky. So control deck means I could try and slam Kaito here, but it's almost certainly going to get Jwari disruptioned or could be negated, something like that. And I could foretell Doomscar, but against the control deck, the Doomscar is going to be a dead card. So let's just pass, and I'm going to leave up draw with Bankbuster on end step. Also doing that because I need to find a land. That is not a land. That is a land, not a white land. That sucks. Ugh. That stings. Okay, well, we can tuck this and draw again. So let's do that. I'm not going to run out this Kaito till I have either a counterspell or a window of some sort to resolve it. Presumably they put a counterspell into Foretell there. No land, come on. Okay, let's run the Kaito out. He resolves immediately, that's excellent. Let's try and find a land here. If we do, we can draw our last card off Bankbuster on end step and start going to town. Oh, and they kill him, beautiful. Okay. Ah, not a land. Can't even cast Emperor. Let's toss an Emperor. Damn it. So many draws. If we had just found a land there, that would have been nice. We could have played a land and drawn off Bankbuster and... Darn. Yep. Teabag resolves. Okay, so there's our second white. We're almost certainly going to get countered here, whatever we play. So what do I do? I could pay 4 mana Blood Chiefs, but I think I'd rather try and resolve Emperor. Let him counter that, and then if he counters, then I can untap and Blood Chiefs to Fairy. Sure. This is main phase? Okay. Emperor. Counter? Come on, we know you have it. Show it to me. Pull your pants down. What? Wow. Emperor resolves. What does he have, a removal spell? Another Fateful Absence. Oof, that's rough. For him. For my opponent, him or her. Make it 2-2. Yeah, give us another clue. Thank you. Fateful Absence is a bad removal spell. I've said it many times. Okay, we get to smash Teferi's face here, unless they want to spend a card on my token. Nope. Okay. Let's Kaito, see if that resolves. Draw. Come on. I want to make a land drop here. Could leave up Disdainful Stroke. I'm going to do that. Let's just pass. They're going to draw with their Bankbuster. And... yeah, sure. So, end step... I think I'm going to crack a Clue, actually. Of all the ways to draw here with Bankbuster and Clue, that's actually close. I don't know. Maybe I do want to crack the Bankbuster and start getting in there. Pressuring to Fairy. Tap my guy and untap. Okay, sure. Yeah, I still think it's Bankbuster. I just want to get the pressure up here. Okay. So let's go for it. So they can activate their Bankbuster. Oh. No, I don't think so. Okay. Cut to Fairy. Nice. That was sweet. Draw off Kaito. Oh yeah, that was nice. That Disdainful Stroke was clutch. And now I can slam Lolth. Yeah. With the treasure. Beautiful sequence. Okay, so now we have a ton of pressure on the board, and if the opponent has a Wrath, Lolth ticks up. So they need a Farewell here, specifically. And the Farewell has to kill their own Bankbuster. Let's see if it happens. There it is. Okay, so opponent gets lucky, has exactly the card that gets him out of this. But we still have 2 Planeswalkers in play. Okay. Memory Deluge main phase. I think I'm fine with that. I can't counter it. Could draw a card off Bankbuster to see. I could find a negate there, but I don't know. I think I'd rather counter something else, like a Teferi or something. But we shall see. Fateful Absence. Let's draw. Okay, got me. We can draw again off this clue. Yeah, Fateful Absence is a nice one. We've drawn a lot of cards off at this game. Okay. Draw another card, because I love cards. Play a land. Let's swing. Kaito. I don't want to draw another card. I'm just going to have to discard here, so... let's do this. I played a land. Okay, let's end the turn. And then we're going to draw on their end step here. Doomscar. So that ticks up the Lolth. I'm actually going to make a 1/1 here. Oh, no, I can't. What am I saying? Let's draw. Let's see what we find. Ooh. 1 mana short, huh? Okay. That ticks up the Lolth. And Kaito's just going to keep plussing. We don't have to draw free cards here. I think just looting is already amazing because our hand is so stacked. We can just start ditching lands or whatever. Like Portable Hole. Yeah. Do I minus Lolth? God damn it. Oh, this is tough. I think I'll just draw with Lolth, right? Yeah. They could have another Farewell. I don't have a Disdainful Stroke, so I'm not going to toss this other Bankbuster out. We have so many cards. We're pre-combat here. I could swing for 3 with Hive. No. So, discard 2. Let's discard March and Bloodchief's Thirst, I think. Okay. Tricky game, tricky game. Another Foretell card. So he's got Memory Deluge in the yard, and these two I think are both Foretold, even though there's space between them, because Arena's garbage. I think that's the only reason. Let's draw with the Busta. Vanishing Verse. Let's flip in Emperor here. Negate. Okay, can't do anything about that, so fine. My turn. Alright. So let's crew. Let's see if my opponent can deal with this 4/4. I'm gonna actually swing with both here, I think. Start putting a clock on them. Get Deluge out of there. Okay, Kaito draws. I could kill my own 1/1 to be able to minus with Lolth here. Is that insane, though? I think that's insane, right? Let's just draw another card, I guess, with Lolth. It's like a Numa. Nothing I want to kill. Guess we can play another Bankbuster here. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, so we've got Disdainful and Vanishing up. Okay, let's end the turn. Behold. So I could counter this, but I don't usually counter the card draw in these kind of control mirrors. Let them draw whatever, and like right now, they've got land, they're not looking for anything specific, they're looking for Planeswalker, things that I have to... things that they have to cast that I can Disdainful Stroke. So let them do that. I'm not going to stroke this. I want to stroke the Teferi or the Farewell or whatever. So yeah, let's counter that. Okay. Let's activate again. attack. Get one of these out of here, I guess. Doesn't really matter which one. At least I don't think it does. Maybe they play Leer or something. That's always something to remember in Standard if they're playing blue. Which spell to exile? Well, which one would you not like them to play off Leer? Okay, play a land. We've got another Emperor here. I guess Lolth can draw us another card. Yeah, we're just drawing way too many cards for our opponent to keep up with, I think, here. And the turn, let's discard Portable Hole. Watch them play a Bank Buster now that I discarded Portable Hole. Sunset Revelry. So they're going to gain 4 life, make two 1/1s, and draw a card. Yeah, that's very good right now. And I can't do anything about it, so okay. Nice. Nice 2-mana spell. To Fairy. So I think I am going to Soul Shatter that. Just let him resolve. Draw. Okay. Celestis for the rest of us. Okay. Got it. So, play our land. I guess I should play dual land. Let's Doomscar first. Lolth ticks up. Lolth makes spiders. Spiders crew Bankbuster. And we swing. No land attack this time, though, because I want to leave up my mana here. I've got Wandering Emperor, Double Vanishing Verse in hand. Okay. Let's pass. We can discard whatever. Alright. Yeah, they've got Manlands. Another Farewell. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, that resolves. Oh, artifacts. I should have used my Bankbuster. Darn. Okay. Wandering Emperor. They have 2 cards left. Okay. Nah, no need to Takenuma here. Okay. Exile whatever. Draw with Kaito. Okay. Draw with Lolth. God damn it. Talk Doomscar. And pass. Okay, end step we're gonna channel, and then do we have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it, we don't have enough mana. Sure. Gets the angels. Oh, negate off the top. Oh well. Would have liked that negate. 14 cards left. Let's draw another card. Okay. Activate. Get in there. Okay. I think I'm going to play another Lolth here, actually. Leaving up 4 mana for Emperor. And the turn, discard. Okay. Alright. Oh, Grindfest. Gain 2 life, draw 2 cards off the land. Very nice. Okay. It's a sweet one. I think that's fine. So let's get Emperor down. So the reason I'm doing this, I'm gonna kill one of his angels here, not both, just one. So let's verse one of these. Now opponent really doesn't have good blocks, because I can plus Emperor on this. And swing. Actually, I should have swung with my land. Oops, I forgot to activate the land. I was too excited there. I'm an idiot. Yeah, jeez, I'm an idiot. Ah, meat hook. Never mind. I'm not an idiot. I'm a genius. Yeah. Got him. All right. Yeah, I should have activated the manland. So, what do we bring in against this deck? The Wraths are not good, so we're going to be taking out Wrath. And I think they're going to be doing the same, because the Farewell does not hit Planeswalkers, which is huge, right? Portable Hole hits Bankbuster, which is pretty good. I think I bring in Stroke. Actually, hold up. Let me think about this. Duress comes in. I think Go Blank comes in. And I want to bring in Graveyard Trespasser against this deck. I think they're going to side out a lot of their... I'm going to take out Strokes. Oh, and Portable Hole. Yeah, I think I'm going to take out Hole as well. Let's take out... Put in a Stroke and a Soul Shatter? Yeah. Get rid of his Planeswalkers. I want to try this Graveyard Trespasser because they're going to side out a lot of their Wraths, and then this is such a good card against their spot removal, right? I could cut Massacres as well. Yeah, they're not going very wide, are they? Maybe I should bring in... Yeah, I could bring in Strokes then. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get him. Hey, 019, what's up? Draw more cards. Kiss and boo-boo. You can never draw enough cards. We all know this. It's impossible to draw too many cards. Alright, game 2. I mean, it really isn't. I was getting down to, like, I think I had, like, 12 cards in my library at the end of that game, but it doesn't matter. As long as you can do the math and be like, hey, well, I should be able to win in the next 12 turns or whatever. Just keep drawing. Draw. Discard. It's fine. Totally fine. I did it in pre-release this Saturday. It was awesome. I had a Obscura deck, the Esper colors, and I had the Legendary Sphinx, the head of the household, the head of the family, whatever it's called in the new set. The Sphinx that has Connive X. X is equal to the attacking creatures. Oh my god, I was drawing like 2 or 3 cards a turn, like looting. I won one of the games against my round 3 opponent with 2 cards in my deck. And I thought I had to sacrifice my own Sphinx because it's not a May. Anytime your creatures attack, you do it. And it was like, ugh. Do I keep this? I think I do. We're going to see if this turn 3 Graveyard Trespasser gives my opponent issues. Okay, I'm going to lead with the tap land, actually. I was going to slam a Marius Call there, but let's get the Black Source into play tapped. Always lead with the Shattered Sanctum if you can. It lets you leave up Vanishing Verse on turn 2 very easily against a lot of decks, and it gets you to Kaito on turn 3 as well, pretty easily. Okay, another black, so that means I'm going to play this on white, so I can play this on blue. We're not Disdainful Stroking anything next turn. So I could play this tapped, actually, right now. I think I will do that. Yeah, we don't have any other plays, so okay. Bankbuster. Now I draw the Bankbuster. Okay, so my opponent's got 3 mana up here. Oh, they do play Saw It Coming, so I can't Graveyard Trespasser into Saw It Coming here. I think I will play Bankbuster, though. Let's see what my opponent does about this. A null? Wow. That seems terrible. I don't play any enchantments. Maybe my opponent thinks I'm going to bring in wedding festivities, wedding celebration? I only play Bankbuster. That's my only artifact. That seems bad. You don't want to side in a sideboard card just to deal with one of their many ways to draw cards, right? Interesting. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. He didn't foretell. Why didn't he foretell? Oh, they're going to Memory Deluge this turn, I'm positive. I'm going to try and resolve this Trespasser. Let's see what happens here. If they have a negate, disdainful stroke, all these kind of test of talents, like all these counters that they could potentially bring in, yeah, do not touch this guy. So he sticks. Let's see if I can untap with him. It's a weird play. I'm playing around Jawari Disruption by doing it this turn. Oh, just hard cast? Okay, why wouldn't he foretell that? Weird. Okay, anyway. They get to resolve to Fairy maybe or something now? Yeah, sure. Good. Fine with that. Graveyard Trespasser, gonna start crunching. He can't tap my Trespasser. He's gonna have to discard a card. Yeah. Kaito's good. Draw. Okay. So if I play this on blue, I can go Kaito, leave up Stroke. That's pretty good. Let's crunch to Fairy's face. Exile a card. Okay. So again, they're leaving up 2 mana here. Almost certainly have a negate. I'm still going to go for Kaito here. I think it's fine. Let them negate this. We can stroke their next play. And then I can untap. And I want to set up a turn where I can go blank and have it resolve. And just nab their last 2 cards or something. That'll almost certainly just be game ending. What is this? 4? We can stroke whatever this is. They're kind of, I like this Trespasser as a card against control because they're pressured into doing something on their main phase. If they don't do anything on their turn, oh, floating a bunch of mana. Oh, to Emperor plus leave up. Yeah, I'm gonna still counter this. Sure. They want to leave up counterspell here, so let them counterspell. It's fine. Because then we get to untap and they are tapped out. Oh, discard a card. Ouch. So getting a 2-for-1. Okay, so they get my werewolf, but we get a 2-for-1 off it. It's pretty good. Now we just slam Lolth. Boom. Because they can't do anything about it. Make our spiders, and now Lolth's a real problem for them. Because Farewell doesn't do it, Wrath doesn't do it. Okay, they draw. Nice. Looking good here. Yeah, spiders are going to nibble onto Fairy next turn. Never mind nibble, they're going to mow down and eat him to death. He's going to die. Lolth just drawing 2 cards a turn. Pretty good. Now, they can end step, make that Bankbuster have produce a pilot, which means they can swing for 4 next turn. So if I do attack with both my guys, but we have Wandering Emperor, so this feels pretty good. I'm going to get my card right away off Lolth here. Okay. I could Soul Shatter to Fairy, to be honest. So there's actually no reason to attack. This is interesting. So they're going to use 2 mana to make a 1/1. Huh. What should I do here? I want to resolve both of these, to be honest. I could Emperor draw a card off Clue. If I attack with both my spiders, they can swing back and kill Lolth. If they crew and attack and I play Emperor and they counter it, they get to eat Lolth. So I'm going to do something very weird here. I could attack with one of them. One of the spiders. I don't think I will, though. Let's end the turn. Soul Shatter you. They didn't Bankbuster. Wow. They had auto pass on. They were expecting me to do something there, and I passed the turn and it went right to their upkeep. They didn't Bankbuster. Ooh. Okay, so they get to... there's the counter, but I made them use it on their upkeep, so now they're going to be tapped very low this turn. If they want to activate Bankbuster, they're basically tapped out. Oh, that's great. Teferi can plus and do something here. Sure. Yeah. So Teferi can untap, yeah. I can still block it though, right? So they're going to swing with Bankbuster. Sure. Yeah, this is where I'd love to have Emperor, but yeah. Okay, blockers, block. Okay, Lolth goes up. End step, we crack the Clue. Okay. Stroke isn't bad. Draw a card. Kaito's better. So, what do we do here? Kaito Wandering Emperor? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make a ninja here. Man, I'd love to go blank my opponent. But I'm gonna pass. No attacks. Ooh, less than 12 minutes. End the turn. Should probably speed it up here. Okay. Yep. They're gonna activate Teferi, tap one of my guys. Don't know what they're thinking of doing here. I just hope my Wandering Emperor resolves. I could have gone for it on my turn. But, yeah, sure. Okay, they have 2 floating, so they might want to use this mana. A Memory Deluge. I could counter that. Or I could get Emperor into play before they draw cards here. Ooh, this is close. I'm gonna go for Emperor here. See if this resolves. It doesn't. Okay. They get the Deluge, that's fine. So Memory or Reckoner Bankbuster not getting in or not able to kill my Planeswalkers this turn. Huh. Attacking with both, eh? Okay, blocks. That means Lol ticks up and we can make more spiders now, and he can't crew. Okay. Bankbuster's good. Let's see. Lolth makes some dorks. Let's go Kaito plus Soul Shatter. Okay, so that kills Teferi. Ugh, the Go Blank is good. Maybe I should toss a land here? Yikes. Let's go blank them. They might counter this. And then we can Soul Shatter Teferi. Yep. Okay. They drew all the counter magic this game, but now we've got a board with 2 Planeswalkers, 2 creatures, and they just have... Well, they have nothing. They just have a Bankbuster that's empty, no way to crew it. Teferi gone. So they drew a lot of counter magic this game. Looks like they side in a bunch of negates and stuff. Okay, there's March. Let's draw with Lolth first. Another Lolth. Okay, let's attack with just 1 spider here. That way we get to draw for free. Wandering Emperor. No, I don't think so. Draw off Kaito. And we could leave up, yeah, let's leave up Bankbuster here. Pass. That was an excellent turn. Now we've got a fully charged Bankbuster, 2 Planeswalkers, and pressure on the board. So playing a Planeswalker into this board for my opponent is not great because we have so many ways to pressure it. Farewell. Annoying. Okie dokie. Draw. Opponent down to 1 card. We have 4 because this is not really a 4 for 1 or whatever like a Wrath normally would be. Behold, yep. Because we're drawing cards off of our cards and, you know, the tokens aren't cards and stuff like that. Okay. 12th draw. Kaito make a 1-1. Let's play another Lolth. Okay. Pass. Got Disdainful Stroke up here. March takes care of those manlands. So the Hall of Storm Giants, this turn I can't do, but... Again? Do I counter this? Yeah, I'm gonna try this. This is kind of crazy, but... Yeah, I'm gonna counter it. What was that? Did my opponent foretell with at instant speed there? What was that? Ooh, duress is good. Nice. It doesn't really matter. I guess we'll take that. Okay. Plus Kaito. Ooh, there's Emperor. Okay, let's pass. So now, because I have no creatures up, my opponent might go for... Yeah, that's fine. Might go for the Hall of Storm Giants here, which would be... Well, not anymore now, I'm pretty sure. They could play a land and still do it. If they go for it, that's amazing. We get to verse it, or march it, or whatever. Yep. Okay. Emperor? Wow, lucky, lucky. Okay. Should I march their Celestis? It's tempting. I need to find one of my manlands. I can't believe I haven't found any of them this game. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, we can get back a Planeswalker here on end step. Like, I could get back Emperor and cast it or something. Opponent's top decking, but they're getting to loot away here. No way to draw, so I'm gonna actually do this now. Channel. Kaito we don't need. Let's get back an Emperor. It's gonna speed up the clock quite a bit. Play Emperor. Do this before they loot. Okay, pass. Or not loot, but they're gonna get 2 cards off this. Pretty good. Flashback Memory Deluge, of course, is always good. But they only have 3 mana here. Fateful Absence, the Emperor. Okay, respond. Make it 2/2. Give me my clue. Nice. Get to draw an extra card here. Beautiful. Yeah, Fateful Absence is, yeah, as you can see, not really doing much. Yeah. Should probably get rid of that Celestis, actually. Lolth draw. Swing. Kaito draw. Duress. Take their best card. Yeah. I'm gonna march the Celestis. Nah, just pass. Yeah. They get to do it again. They're trying to find their best cards here, but it's not working. It looks like they kept in all their farewells. That's 3 farewells they've seen. Oh shit, it's 4 o'clock. Oh no. See, I knew this was going to go too long. Oh shit. I'm supposed to be in this draft. Oh no. Oh, there's Spaghetti. Yes. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, this is brutal. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I can't join the lobby. We're making a YouTube video out of this. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. I was hoping to finish this stupid last match before I started. You guys are you all waiting for me right now? Oh, we're like, he's on 6. Oh my god, I'm sorry, dude. So bad. Okay, pass. I even have an alarm and everything. I was like, yeah, I'll finish before. And there's people waiting. Let me go to the website here. Where's the... They don't seem to mind. Tell them I'm so sorry. This is so selfish of me. I have an alarm and everything set. It's just this stupid last match that I wanted to finish. And of course, it's a control mirror that's taking way longer than it should. Like, we're 6 minutes left on our clock here. Let me go to the page. I'm gonna get set up here. Matcherino. Or no, not Matcherino. There it is. MTGA draft. Okay. Farewell. Jesus. Okay, sure. Oh my god. He casts Disdainful Stroke. Oh my god, hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, this is so bad. Lolth, draw. Come on! Garbage. Kaito make a 1/1. Play Lolth. No manlands, god. If we had drawn a manland, I think it would have been over a while ago. Pretty lucky. Okay. Yeah, the Vanishing Verses, I probably should have cut. Okay, pass. Oh, the ready check. Okay, hold up. I'm there. I'm ready. I wanted to make a video out of this, a YouTube video, but sure. Oh no. Okay. This is bad. I'm gonna have to concede here. And I won game 1, and I feel like we're on the verge of winning game 2, but I don't think I have time to do this. There's a manland. Oh, why did I play one more match? Why did I play one more match? Crazy. Okay, this should do it. Okay. But I have to pick a card here. Okay. I never played this format either. That Amonkhet format. We'll be jumping over to an Amonkhet draft very soon here, folks. Just let me hopefully kill my opponent. Come on. Come on, get out of here. Hurry. Hurry up. No. Got them all. I have all of them in my hand. Just scoop. I just told you, I have all of them. All of them in my hand. Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay, opponent somehow survives. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay, we're making some picks in the other thing as well. Jeez. Okay, you get to... Yeah. Okay. Oh, and there's a negate. If I had just drawn with Lol first, we win. Well, I'm an idiot. Sure. Doesn't matter. Leaving up negate here, getting our last angel. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, another pick. Okay. What? Hullbreaker. Sure. Okay, can you just scoop, dude? You're dead on board. Oh my god, they're drawing a card. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. That was round 3. I'll be back for round 4 later. Thanks, everybody. Moving into round 4. We're 3-0 in this event. You may notice I am wearing different clothes than the first half of this event, but that's because we filmed this over 2 different days, so bear with us. SNC, Marcus Leicht. I don't know what that means. SNC, is that some kind of testing group or something. Okay, one lander on the play. Can't keep this, unfortunately. We have Bankbuster and Doomscar to foretell, but nah, let's just mulligan this. Okay, this is better. We are going to put a land on the bottom, I believe. Lead with our Deserted Beach. Opponent mulliganing to 6 as well. Ooh, white-green. Well, I want to play a black here. Actually, I'm going to play black off the blue-black duel. Yeah. Just because I want to... blue is the least important color, and I want to be able to Vanishing Verse. Okay, we're not going to Vanishing Verse a Prosperous Innkeeper. Let me just get the mic out of the way here. There we go. Hopefully you guys can still hear me clearly. Okay, Innkeeper, you got it. Yep. Can't negate that ramp with Innkeeper, unfortunately. We can, however, play a Kaito. Now, we could have left up Disdainful Stroke there. That's another option. And I wouldn't fault anybody for that, to counter the inevitable Chariot here. But I think this is fine. Yeah. Oh, Welcoming Vampire. Totally fine there, too. No blocks. Okay. So now we can get in. We can draw. And negate. Okay, we only have one blue mana up here. I think I am going to kill this vampire before they untap with it. And pass. And we are going to counter whatever they play here. We drew 2 of our 3 main deck counter spells. Not ideal, but... Oh, nice. Are they going to... Oh, that's even better. Okay, so they kill Kaito here, but that gives us a 3/3 later when we Wrath, or kill his Skyclave. I was hoping to Disdainful Stroke, I just figured they'd slam Chariot here, but okay. Got it. Yep. It doesn't really matter what we play on that. I could play 4 mana to kill that Skyclave, but I think I'm fine with this. Let's just pass. If they attack with both, I'll just trade this 1/1 for the Innkeeper, I think. Hey, PK, what's up? Expensive cards are... Yeah, I know, dude. I know. Especially the staples. Like, the big important cards, which, of course, are the ones you need. Some of them are so ridiculously expensive. Commander does a... Okay, should I use Negate or Stroke here? This is actually close. I think I'm going to Negate. I don't know what... Yeah, I think I'm going to Negate here. That's close, though. It's like Enuma, not really what I want. Now, of course, I could Bloodchief's Thirst, leave up Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay, now we are going to swing for 1. Yeah, and you know, Commander does a crazy job of raising those prices. It's insane how many of these cards that see 0 constructed play in sanctioned formats, but they're insane in Commander, so they're like $50, $80, $70. It's like, what? I remember when Doubling Season was like, you know, $50 or something, and Doubling Season sees no play. Attacking into my 3/3 here? Very interesting. Okay, yeah, opponent thinks twice about that. Another Innkeeper, that's fine. We're just going to leave this 3/3 back on blocks. Oh, another Kaito. That's excellent. So let's get our 1/1 in there since it can't be blocked. And we are going to slam Kaito. Now, this does tap us out of blue mana. Sadly, we only found the 1 blue this game. I mean, we had another one, but we had to play it on as a black source. And, oh, no. Okay, well, I was hoping to draw an untapped blue source there, but instead we drew an actual blue spell, which is terrible. Anyway, but it is crazy, yeah. And then they reprinted it, and Doubling Season. Oh, that's a reason to not play the Negate earlier. I should have played Disdainful Stroke. I forgot about Wedding Announcement. That is a reason to... Should I trade this guy? I'm not going to trade. I can't believe they didn't attack with 2 creatures just to get the card draw there. The card draw is the most important part of Wedding Announcement. But they decided not to go for that. Okay, let's get our free card. Oh, come on. Not drawing very much here. We don't have any action in the yard. So we pass. They can make an attempt to kill Kaito here. And I will probably let that happen. Yep, that's pretty good. Gonna need to find a Wrath very, very soon here. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna be in deep shit. We needed to find a Wrath already, or anything, a Planeswalker, any kind of interactive spell. We just drew a bunch of lands in a row. So this is not good. Okay. We'll trade off here. I don't know why they're not attacking. They could have drawn 2 cards on end step. Why wouldn't they draw 2 cards here? Okay, so they are going to exile my Kaito. Okay. So I could Takenuma here, hoping to mill a Planeswalker that I could untap and play. I mean, we have nothing else going on. The thing is, I don't need a Planeswalker, I need a Wrath. And if I mill like this, I feel like I'm going to hit a Wrath. Also, there's no guarantee that I'm actually going to hit a Planeswalker in the top 3 cards. So I think I'm just going to let... I'm just not going to attack Enuma here. Yeah, Portable Hole is not exactly what I want. Okay. Jeez. Where are the Wraths? We've got 5 Wraths in the deck. Just need to find one here. Or a card draw spell, like another Kaito or a... Sure. Kaito or a Lolth, you know, anything that can put some blockers on the board. No, I don't think so. Okay, there goes no more Legion Angels for them. That's good. Yeah, Wedding Announcement's going to kill us, though, obviously, here. Maybe I should Takenuma end step, just to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. Watch me mill 3 Wraths. Soul Shatter, land, and there's a Wrath. Yeah, okay, well, there's another Wrath. Good. Okay, so all the creatures dead. We get a 3/3. And they have no cards in... Oh, they drew 2 cards end step. Right. Never mind. They were empty-handed until the wedding festivities... The wedding announcement did their thing. I keep calling it wedding celebration. That's... I don't know if that's something else or what. Okay, so they get a 3/3. Ooh, Wandering Emperor is good. Let's pass. Okay, we're on 7 life. We can flash in Emperor +1/+1 on this 3/3. Eat their only creature. They have no man lands. There's Emperor. Nope, don't think so. And let's see what happens here. Disdainful Stroke pretty good against this deck. I could see Negate actually being better. A lot of their 4-drops are... A lot of their 4-drops are non-creatures, except the Angel. Legion Angel. Okay, now we can start crunching. Redain doesn't do anything. Well, it does fly, actually, I guess. And we drew a land. Jesus. Okay. Redain doesn't do anything right now. We've got so much mana, we can pay for whatever we want to cast. Yeah, they're going to swing at us. We can't minus the Emperor on that. A Ganjo. That only does 4 damage. That is unfortunate. Is there any way for me to survive? I can minus the Emperor here to exile my tapped creature and gain 2 life. I think that's my only play to survive, so we are going to do it. It's annoying. Yep, nice top deck. Still dead to a Wrath here, we just need to find one. This... Oh, until your next turn, yeah. We need a Meat Hook here to actually survive. Wow, attacking... Why wouldn't he attack me? Put me to 1. Okay. Going for the Emperor there. I guess I'm still dead next turn to whatever's on board, but... Huh. They have no cards. Yeah, Marius Call. Not going to do it. Yeah, this 4 damage is not... Well, actually, I guess I'm not... Oh, wait a minute. I need to play another land here. Okay. I guess I'm not dead. I go to 1. Yep. Barely hanging on. Really like the idea of a tribal deck like cats or elves. Nice. Well, it depends. PK, I would say that that's not actually the case. I think you can... Oh, and there's the Wrath off the top. Okay. We're not dead. Pass. Those decks you can actually build in a couple different ways. If you want to build like the optimal version, the best version of the deck, then yeah, you know, Gaia's Cradle and stuff like that in Elves is, you know, obviously insanely expensive. But you don't have to play that version of the deck. Ooh. Okay, so let's pass. We're hanging on at 1 life here. This is insane. Okay, he pluses that guy. Okay. Gonna wait for attacks here. Vanishing versus the Skyclave. Get a 1/1. And then kill this. Block. We're still alive. We have no cards in hand, so we need to top deck a meat hook or something here. Yep, play out your last card was a mistake. My opponent should be sandbagging this stuff. Lolth. Yeah, we're not dead. Holy crap, this is crazy. We're at 1 life, still barely hanging on. The top of our deck finally giving us some action. But this is not a great spot to be in. They've got triple Wedding Festivity in play. Again, doesn't matter. We just have to kill all their creatures, and then those cards do nothing. They've already done their damage. Lolth's gonna go up to 3, which means I can survive 1 more turn unless they play another creature here. Seeka's Chariot, you lucky schmuck. Opponent top decking a Chariot. Ouch. Yeah. Okay. So let's think here. So we make our spiders. If they crew, we're not dead, I guess. Let's see what my opponent does. They should just attack with all their creatures. I wonder if... oh no, if they crew, we are dead, right? Because they only need one of these massive cats to crew here. Yeah, they figured it out. Okay. Gotta help one of the roommates? Okay, PK, thanks, buddy. Unfortunately, my roommates are a little more Mints Magic. Nice. Oh, I see. So this is... Okay, so that's different. You want to build a deck to beat, you know, your very specific kind of small metagame of your roommates and stuff. Yeah, Farewell comes in. Negate seems good. I don't know about Stroke. Ray obviously comes in. What else can I bring in here? Fracture is probably good. Yeah, against Chariot and Wedding Invitation, or Wedding Celebration, Wedding... whatever it's called. Wedding Festivities. What is not good? I'm not sure about Soul Shatter. This is a pretty mediocre removal spell. March is good. All the Wraths are good, of course. I can see cutting a Bankbuster. Bankbuster very slow here. Soul Shatter. Also Disdainful Stroke and Negate. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I think I'm going to cut the... Stroke seems so good. But we've got so many answers now to Chariots and stuff. Portable Hole I still think I need. What does this kill? It kills Aspirant, and that's it? It doesn't hit doesn't hit the Skyclave Apparition, doesn't hit... I mean, it hits random tokens, but I never want to be hitting tokens with that thing. Trespasser, no good. I guess I'll bring in 1 Stroke here. You know what? I'm going to bring in 2 Stroke. I'm going to get rid of Soul Shatter. Alright. See if this works. Yeah, that's a different story, PK. You're trying to beat a very specific metagame, so that is tricky. If they have very powerful decks, I mean, that's harder to compete with, but there are still ways to beat them. Like, for example, if somebody has a really expensive, super powerful control deck, well, one of the ways to beat a control deck is just go super, super low to the ground aggro, and you can build a deck like that usually pretty cheaply, right? So, Commander is the problem. The whole Commander format's set up to not be that aggressive. I mean, having 40 life, 1 copy of each card in your hand, it's very hard to, like, consistently curve out, I guess. I don't know. I don't play aggro in Commander because I just think it's terrible, but it's pretty tough, but you could do it. You know, you could make some kind of hard to interact with, or just make a hate deck, you know? If they play a very specific, like, a graveyard strategy or a whatever it is. Go wide strategy, you know, play a deck, try and build a deck cheaply that plays a bunch of Wraths or Graveyard Hate or whatever it is. So we're going to lose because mulligan to 5? Is that what's going to happen here? I'm keeping. We are going to, I mean, double Rave Enfeeblement and a March. I don't know. If we get draw another land and have Bankbuster online and we can get to 3 or 4 lands, then Meathook Massacre might actually have a chance here, but just need to draw a couple lands. That is the first step. Okay. I should probably cut the Bankbusters, though, right? Yeah, I should have probably cut them. Okay, so I do need a land here. I am gonna draw main phase. I'll take a hit off this Luminarch Aspirant, but I do have to kill it next turn. Otherwise, it's gonna be too big for me to hit. There we go. Okay, let's do this now before they untap. And pass. I really want to draw end step. I hope I don't have to use this Ray. With Meathook in my hand, it's very unlikely I'm going to have to Ray. Only Redain will make me Ray here. Okay. Yasharn. That resolves. Still think I'm going to draw. Can Ray the Yasharn whenever. They can only hit me with a 1-1 here and then make a 1-1. If they could attack with 2 creatures, I would consider casting Ray, but they can't, so... Actually, let's just draw now. Who cares? No point waiting till end step. Yikes. Need to draw a land, please. Those are... I put a Lolth on the bottom, didn't I? God. Drawing very badly, unfortunately. Now, when we do draw this last card, we are going to make a 1-1 and a treasure. So that'll leave us with 2 mana. I could Meathook for 1 here. That's so dumb though, right? It says you can't sack creatures or something. Sure. Let's do this now. I really need to find a fucking land. Come on. Yeah, we'll raid this. Okay, so opponent gets to attack with 2 creatures here and draw a card, which is kind of annoying, but they have 2 lands in their hand and 4 spells. So as soon as we draw lands, we're going to crush them because we have just all action in our hand. Just need to find the lands to cast our spells here. Yep. Not going to block these 1-1s. Obviously, I want to be able to crew the Bankbuster and keep his team back next turn. Go ahead, buddy. Chariot's fine. So we're going to Meathook all this away. Yep. Except we didn't draw a land. Jesus. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating here. What to do? I mean, I can definitely Emperor and minus to kill his chariot. I could also march that Wedding Festivity away. It's also very good. Discard. Let's discard Kaito. Yeah, let's see what they do here. They almost certainly crew. Is it crew 4? Yeah, crew 4. So they have to tap 2 creatures. Yep. Okay. Yep. Make a token. Okay. Eat one of the 3/3s, and now do we Emperor? Oh. Sure. They're gonna try and kill my Bankbuster here. So, I mean, I still think I killed the chariot, but that's fine. Yeah, let that happen. Yeah. Not good using my treasure here, but what are you going to do? Yeah. They can eat my Bank Buster here. I don't really care. We just got mana screwed this game, so I can't Wrath. Don't have a Doomscar, so yeah. And of course we draw a land. Well, I could March the Wedding Festivity and then untap and Doomscar. That's a thing. So let's make a dude. And pass. Yeah, so we're gonna lose all our creatures. So let's trade with a 2/2 here. We'll trade with a 1/1 here. Of course, they're all gonna shrink once we march. Take some damage. And if we can draw land, we can sweep this all away. But no land. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Really unfortunate to lose a match to Mana Screw. Last game we got flooded. This game we get Mana Screwed. I mean, it's, you know, that's Magic, but pretty rough because I can't meat hook now because of Redain. So we lose. If I meat hook for 2, it costs 6, right? Yeah. So sad times. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, here we are in round 5. I think we're 3-1, so this is our last round. If we win, we go... Oh, wait, no. If we win, we play one more round. Yeah, we're 3-1, so we can get one more loss. If we get one more loss, we lose. If we get one more win, we play another match. Yeah, let's keep this. You should have a lifetime ban? What, from the timing out thing? What are you talking about? Ooh. Oh, is this the black-red sack deck? Cool. I like playing against this deck. It's sweet. Yeah, let's pass. So this is the Oni Cult Anvil deck, but it's a very good deck, but we have a pretty good matchup against it. We play, obviously, Marches and portable holes and stuff. Lots of things that deal with their... Sure. With their... the Oni Cult Anvil itself. Sure. Let's pass again. 2 manlands for my opponent. Very lucky. But hopefully we get to deal with those later. We drew nothing but lands so far this game, so just need to find a planeswalker or something to get the action started. My opponent's not really doing anything over there. There's a planeswalker, which means we need to play another white here. Let's pass. And I'm sure they know what's coming. 4 mana, 2 white on turn 4. Opponent passes with all their mana up. In standard, that can only mean one thing. Yep, they discard a land. Flippin' Emperor. Let's make it 2/2 to block with first. This guy can't sack, he's got to tap, so... Yep. They could kill him before blocks? Are they gonna do it? I'll use a removal spell on my dude, I'm fine with that. Gonna make another one on my turn. But, yeah. Oh, okay. Trying to find a shock or something? I don't know what they're doing. Block. Okay. Ooh, synthesizer's good. Oh, lucky. Okay, they hit a land off the top. Sure, Epicure. Ooh, Legion Angel's nice. Okay, so we have 5 mana here. I think we're definitely making a 2-2. Do we just slam this Angel? I think we do. I think I'm going to just slam the Angel and start pumping out an Angel every turn. See if they can deal with that. Until they get that that Oni Cult Anvil online. I don't really have to play either of these, right? They could go for a man-land attack here. Yeah. Oh, we only had... Yeah, I couldn't leave up a white for the March, unfortunately. Meat Hook. Okay. Cool, cool. Hopefully find our own Meat Hook at some point here. Damn, still no other white mana. That is pretty rough. Yes, I would like to get an Angel. Okay. There's the land. So they could swing with their Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Ah, there's the Oni Cult, finally. Let's see if Oni Cult can race me here. Well, they can kill Legion Angel. Or Wandering Emperor, their choice. Don't really care which one. Killing the Angel. Nice. I was hoping they'd do that, actually. I'd rather leave my Emperor in play. I think that was probably a mistake from my opponent. Ooh, Portable Hole was a great draw. Let's make it 2-2. This is really insane that we've only drawn 2 white sources the entire game. I can't cast Angel and put the Oni Cult in the hole. So let's pass. We've got Vanishing Verse and March up here. Yep. Fine with this. They get a 2-2. There's an Epicure. Sure. Take damage. Would love to find a Meat Hook Massacre of our own here. That'd be nice. Pass. No attacks, I presume. Thank you. Ah, not a white source. Okay. Oh, they're trying to just ping me with Meat Hook? Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, they're desperately trying to get me low here so they can try and finish me off with Meat Hook or something. Yeah, I think I will play another Angel here. Can't leave up my instance because no white mana, but this should be okay. Desperately digging for another Oni Cult. The deck is just a bunch of draft chaff unless they get Oni Cult. Oh, this is okay too. Yep. It's not bad. Come on, Kaito, you useless twat. What are you doing? I need a Wrath. I need a Meat Hook. Not you. What to do? What to do? This is a little bit tricky. I do want to get rid of that Meat Hook. I might Vanishing Verse their Meat Hook. We'll see here. Okay, let's plus this guy. I want to leave both my creatures back on defense here, so I'm going to swing with the Vigilant creature. Otherwise, I would have maybe minus there and made it 2-2. But, yep. We lose life. Don't really care. Desperately need to find our own Meat Hook. That's all that matters. Sure. Still working through the details. Plans are going well. Nice. Still have time to tell you. Oh, the wrong thing. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. Just add up all those timeouts equals lifetime ban. Okay, there's another white source. So that means we can play Angel and leave up Vanishing Verse / March. So I could do this before my opponent before they trigger the Fable, but I think I'm fine with it. Let them have their Fable here. Draw 2, discard 2. I'm going to save this verse for one of their filthy man lands. Sure. So they think they're going to drain me out with Meat Hook here, and I might have to Vanishing Verse the Meat Hook. We'll see. Yep. Discard some cards. Blood Fountain. Yeah, they play a bunch of draft chaff, but the glue that holds, or not the glue, but the power card, the card that matters is Oni Cult. If they don't find one of those, then the rest of the deck is pretty mediocre. And there's an Oni Cult. Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Get Meat Hook out of here. Don't want him to start sacking creatures and making me lose life. Yep. Land doesn't do anything. Sure. Yeah, Farewell out of the board is very good against this deck. So I could swing with just the 4/4 Vigilant dude. Let me think here. We have 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I'm trying to think of how many blockers I can leave back. I want to minus Emperor, so let's just swing. They take 4. Okay. Worst draws I could possibly get here. Do not lead land off the top. That was bad. Okay, so they're gonna get a Fable, but they can't do anything with it. I've got to get rid of that Oni Cult right now, right? Okay, pass to you. Yeah, sure. Only 2 Oni Cults left in the deck. Still waiting for a Wrath. We have 5 Wraths in this deck. Can I draw one, please? Meat Hook would obviously be insane here. I would be able to Wrath just their board. But, yeah, here come the man lands. Attack with the team. Yep. Yep. Goblin is attacking me. Yeah, why would you attack my planeswalkers? Okay, last card is Hagra Mauling. Don't really care. Okay, let's activate this. And line up some blocks. So, we can trade this with this. This eats this. This eats this. This eats this. We take 4. Okay. Go to 4. There's Kaito. So let's plus Kaito first. See if we can find that Meat Hook. Ooh, that's not bad. I'm going to discard another Kaito, I think, here. Okay. So he's going to untap with the Reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4. Playing the land doesn't do anything here, so I'm going to sandbag it. He can untap with the... Yeah, he's going to have to lose one of these Reflections, right? Or they're not legendary? Oh, right. I forgot. Okay. So he can copy one of his things. He can make his man land a creature and copy it. That's probably pretty good. I don't know if we're dead here. Opponent has 0 cards in hand. Oh, they pass. Very nice. I'm going to swing with this guy. I have 16 damage in the air here. I can almost kill my opponent. Just need to find... I'd love a Meat Hook off the top one time. Or a Doomscar. Jesus. Really? Doomscar? I don't think I can let my opponent untap, right? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I should have... Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I shouldn't have attacked first. I should have just activated Kaito and looted away one of my lands after I drew another land off the top. Because I would have done a big attack here, and then Wrathed, and then my opponent can't kill me unless they top deck, and then I kill them on the backswing, because they would be at like 3 life here. Or actually, they probably would have blocked my 3/3 in that case, right? I'm trying to think. If they copy Hive twice... So 3 hives, and then 4 tokens come in. I block a hive, block a token. So I take 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm dead. I have to Doomscar here. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Yep, I screwed up. I shouldn't have attacked first there to get the free card. I'm just so used to doing that. I should have... Like, who cares about discarding a card? I had extra lands in my hand. Fuck. That feels so bad. Okay. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Opponent top decks. Alright. Man, rough draws. Jeez. Last match and now this match. I mean, we just needed any of those Wraths just any time sooner, but couldn't find a Wrath the entire game until it was too late. Sure. Interesting. That was odd. I thought they would have gone for my... gone for, like, activate the manland, swing. What's the... Why would you not do that? Put me to 1. Ooh, Den of the Bugbear was a lucky draw for my opponent. I am going to lose a life here. Kaito. Do I make a 1/1 token? That's actually interesting. How many land do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That activates one of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't double activate here. So I'm gonna actually make a 1/1. Pass. Okay. This is not ideal. Opponent has 2 attackers, one of them with menace, but now I can actually block all of them. Oh, and they pass. Jeez, what a game. Another Lolth. Okay, so let's plus Kaito. Blood Chiefs, not amazing. Should I draw with Lolth? Ugh, that seems rough. Could slam another Lolth and make more 1/1s? Or 2/1s, whatever. That is tempting. Yeah, I think I will. I could attack here. What if I... Let me see if I can attack. Okay. Let's pass. We are super low. If they draw, you know... Well, Oni Cult would just kill us, I think, but... Kill Kaito. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We can almost kill our opponent here. They would have to activate their manland to block. Come on. Actually, they would have to activate both their man lands. All of our creatures have menace or are unblockable. Doesn't really matter what we exile, right? Nothing in here too important. I don't know if they get things back. I don't know. Agadeem's Awakening maybe is a card they play. Okay, so this is nice. We've got them at 11. And I think I'm not going to use Lulth here. Let's just end the turn. And next turn we can maybe kill them. Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay, close game here. Oh, they do have... What is this? Creature or Planeswalker? So they do have ways to bring things back. They're bringing back a vampire, I guess? Yeah, Voldaren Epicure. Okay. Sure, I think they're dead. Right? Can they shoot me for 2 damage? No. They have 2 mana, 3 mana up. Activate the blood. Yeah. Okay, discard their last card. And they draw with 2 mana left. So I can go 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they're dead on board. They have to be able to kill at least... Well, I'll have 2... I can activate 2 Hives of the Eye Tyrant. So I think we actually win this game. Wow. Oh, and they found the 3rd Oni cult. Damn, so close. So close. Sack it to itself. Yeah. I go to 1. Yeah, we win. Oh, and there's a meat hook. So we can activate... Activate. And swing, and then meat hook for 1, right? Yeah. Doesn't really matter, right? Got him. Nice. Wow, on 1 life. That was close. Finally the meat hook shows up and we didn't need it at that point. Okay, Fracture takes out a bunch of stuff in their deck. Definitely putting that in. Go Blank. Farewell definitely comes in. This is interesting, but they put out so much fodder, I'm just never getting through, right? I could see Go Blank, but they draw a lot of cards. Soul Shatter's bad. Let's take that out. Disdainful Strokes are bad. Even things like Infernal Grasp are not amazing. Let's try the Go Blank, or do I go Graveyard Trespasser? Hey, King Case, what's up? That was a fight. Yeah, wow, we won on 1 life there. Wow. I had to stop drawing with Lulth. If I had just drawn 1 more card with Lulth, we would have lost that game. Saw enough spiders through my nightmares. Yeah, especially if you're Australian. Those are some big-ass spiders. It's like, have you ever seen those crazy, like, bird spiders and stuff? Like, you know why they're called bird spiders, right? Ugh, terrifying. I don't know. Should I bring in the Graveyard Trespasser? It might be good. Or maybe Go Blank. I'm going to try the Go Blanks. This is weird, but... Oh, I don't know. They dump their hands so quickly. Or maybe it's Duress. Maybe I'll try Duress. Duress hits a lot of the stuff I want to hit, right? Take a Synthesizer, take a Oni Cult Anvil, take Deadly Dispute, or a Lulth. I'm sure they side in Planeswalkers and stuff post-combat. Sorin and Lulth and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it. We're on the draw, so I can't have 2 mana up on turn 2 before my opponent has 2 mana up. Let me think here. If I play this first, tapped, then I'm going to play this on black, because I don't need much blue. If I play this first, then I have to play this on blue, and then I have another blue. There's no point. I'm just going to play the tapped blue source first. Normally, I always tell people play the white-black one first. But in this case, I think I want to play this on black, so I have double black. Then I'll have double white, double black, and... oh, you lucky schmuck! We had the negate in hand, and that's what I'm saying. Because we're on the draw, and they're on the play, they get to resolve their 2-drop before we have 2 mana up. That's annoying. Alright. Pretty lucky. Do your worst. Nope. Okay. I guess we'll just start Kaito going here. Get the ninja in play. The unblockable 1/1. Kaito phases out. Next turn I could just start slamming angels. I can go angel into Lolth the turn after. That's pretty good. We start putting our opponent to the test here. Because they're very grindy. They can be aggressive, this deck, black-red. It's very synergistic and can do a bunch of damage out of nowhere. But they need to set up. If they're taking on, they're taking a bunch of damage now from their lands. Bankbuster, sure. Okay, nice. Turn off to do nothing there. Okay. Ooh, Wandering Emperor's good. Let's attack first. Get our point of damage in here. Get our free card. Now what do we do? Okay, so I could slam the Angel. I could do the Emperor thing. That might be better than Angel. Emperor, make a 2/2, untap, another 2/2 into Lolth. I think I'm actually going to go Angels. I think the Angels are going to give my opponent a tougher time than the creatures on the ground that the Wandering Emperor makes. Because these guys get blocked all day by their 1/1s, right? But the Angels just start crunching for a lot of damage. Like right now, between the Angel and this unblockable Ninja... Oh, okay, so Meat Hook, sure. That's fine. Take their turn off to Meat Hook. Ooh, and a Duress. Okay, so I could slam Lolth here. I could go Angel Duress. Let's start with Kaito, because we're not minusing him and losing him here, so better do this first. There's another Lolth. I don't think I'm going to need Bloodchief's Thirst. Let's discard that. Play this as a land. Let's Duress with Angel. Another Oni Cult. Probably have to take that. Okay, Angel. Angel. So my opponent, not much action here. They don't have any artifacts to sack to Oni Cult. They have to basically sack their Bankbuster, which they probably don't want to do yet. They find a land. Okay, it's probably going to be Fable here. Although they could go Bankbuster draw. No, it is Fable. Okay. Okay. So we get to attack. Draw with Kaito. Ooh, Portable Hole was an amazing draw. Should I get rid of the Anvil or the Meat Hook? That's an interesting question. Meat Hook can do a lot of damage, but I think I'm actually going to get rid of Anvil here. Oh. Okay, sack it to itself, sure. I thought they were going to sack the Bankbuster at first. Could go Lolth. Could go Wandering Emperor. I think I'm going to Lolth. Let's get Lolth going. Now we threaten a block on his Goblin. He can do it to get the treasure here, obviously, but we've taken care of 2 of his Anvils already, so some of his engine has been dismantled. He can't... Another Anvil off the top? Wow. Super lucky draw for my opponent there. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Duress. Doesn't matter. Can't take my Angel. You can take whatever else you want. Yeah, we already have a Lolth, so I'm fine with that. Wow, super lucky. They only have 4 in their deck, and they managed to find one of the last 2 in their deck. Lucky, lucky. Okay. Sacking, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to start doing a lot of damage to our opponent here. treasure. Okay, block. All ticks up. Don't care about meat hook. Opponent has 2 treasures. Yeah, the rest doesn't do anything. You need to deal with what's in play, not with what's in my hand. I'm gonna just keep drawing more action here. Okay, so let's Lolth first. Ooh, Vanishing Verse is nice. That gets rid of the meat hook. I think I'm gonna swing with both my guys. I want to get my opponent low here. And I can go... can I leave up? Yeah, I can go Angel, leave up Vanishing Verse here. I think I have one more Angel, right? Yeah, last Angel into my hand from the sideboard. Kaito pluses. Okay. And end the turn. Alright, opponent's facing lethal next turn. Oni Cult sacks something here. But I can kill the meat hook. Maybe I should Vanishing Verse that meat hook before they untap, but it's fine. Because they get Deadly Dispute and blah blah blah. Sure. Sorin doesn't do much here. Okay. Sure. They get a Voltage Surge. Okay, so they can kill one of my things. Have to do it now, though. Maybe kill Lolth. They have to kill one of these angels, I think. But what do I know? Yeah, I probably should have Vanishing Verse the Meat Hook Massacre on my turn. But... I'm saving it for a removal spell here. Opponent's got 5 mana. They can do Sorin plus Voltage Surge here. Yeah, they have to kill one of my angels. They sack an artifact. Okay. Okay, interesting. Gonna try and kill Lolth here. Yeah, can't kill that Bank Buster with Vanishing Verse, so... Okay, got me. We have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, so if my opponent goes Sorin here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Ooh, I can put him to 2. Yeah, they go Sorin, they make a 2-3. We exile the 2-3. And then I can do 9 damage to them? Oh, it's so close. Oh, he's gonna lose life? Wow. Oh, lucky. Finds a land. Okay, so let's Vanishing Verse Sorin. Yeah. They have a Den of the Bugbear. Only manland is Den of the Bugbear over there. Okay, so we could activate Swing with Hive, put them to 2. But then I can't really do anything else. Otherwise, I put them to 5, play another Legion Angel. They have 2 cards in their hand. Yeah. Another Lolth. That was a good draw. Can't do Angel Lolth here, but I am going to do Lolth Bankbuster. Bankbuster gets crewed by these spiders if they try and kill the spiders. And then they are very dead here. They need another meat hook. So maybe they get lucky and find another meat hook. We'll see. Meat hook or bust. That's not a meat hook. Okay. Gets an artifact. Kill Lolth. Sure. Fine with that. One card left. Hope it's a good one. Mountain plus card in their hand. Ooh, copy your dork. Nice. Sure. All my guys have menace though. I'm not sure what this is accomplishing. What did he sack it to? Oh, to give minus to the angel. Oh. Okay, cool. Got there. Still dead on board though. Sure. Swing at Kaito? Really? Yeah, I was gonna say. Probably ignore Kaito at this point. So I could crew my Bankbuster and block. But I don't think I need to do that, right? He's got one card left. I'll go down to 10 here. Another Meat Hook. Last card. Blood Tithe, yeah, that doesn't do it. That guy goes away. I can't draw with Bankbuster, so let's take our turn. Kaito plus. Oh, come on. Okay, well. Let's see if my opponent can beat this. They can bring back creatures, right? Whatever. Just get an Oni cult out of here, I guess. Okay. Kill this, and you die? Oh, they can gain a life. Ah, okay. Cool. Ooh, did we lose? Might have lost this game. Okay, I think we lost. I think we lost. That's unfortunate. Man, they needed a removal spell there. The Voltage Surge to kill one of my angels, and yeah, they had it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we lost just enough life. So I could have exiled that Meat Hook earlier. I don't know. I could have ignored Sorin and Vanishing versus the Meat Hook. I think that's what actually killed us, was that Meat Hook staying in play. So, yeah, that should do it. Crew the Busta. So they can hit me for 3 down to 3. Oni Cult down to 2. But that's it. I don't know if they can actually kill me here. Yeah. Okay. So let's do the math here. If I block the Den of the Bugbear, I take 5, and then he Oni Cults me, kills me. So I have to block Bankbuster here. Take 4. And then he can use Oni Cult Anvil to... Oh, Meat Hook. Yeah, that's what it is. See, the Meat Hook killed me. So, if I had gotten rid of that Meat Hook earlier, I think we win that game. Darn. I was kept saying it. I'm like, should I kill this Meat Hook? I should kill this Meat Hook, I think. Maybe not. And, you know, eventually, yeah, it killed us. How good is this card? I'm playing Duress instead of it. I think it's, yeah, Duress is still better, I think. Alright. Don't jinx it, yeah. Sorry, I you know, opponent needs to draw well there. Drew the Voltage Surge for one of my angels, otherwise they would have been dead. But I also may have screwed up by not killing the Meat Hook. I killed Sorin instead, and yeah, that might have been the thing that killed us. This is a pretty shitty hand. No white mana at all, which is very weird. We've got more white than anything else in the deck. No need to Duress on turn 1. There's nothing they can do on turn 1 that... Oh, okay. Except Duress, I guess. Sure. They're gonna take my Duress now. Oh, they take my Bankbuster. Great. Okay, let's get their Oni Cult Anvil. No? Voltage Surge doesn't do anything. Oh, they play Graveyard Trespasser? Sure. Okay. Can't play this in a million fucking years. Oh my god. No white mana. This is brutal. Holy shit. No land at all. Never mind. We kept 3 lands in our opening hand and haven't drawn any. That's not good. Really? Wow. I can't believe they didn't Trespasser there. That is very strange. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Now we have Doomscar. Need to draw some of our cards that deal with Oni Cult Anvil here. That is not one of them, but I'll take it. Okay, make some spiders. Now what? They're going to go Graveyard Trespasser. They're far away from casting Lolth. They haven't made their land drop for the last couple turns. Ooh, Synthesizer's good. That lets them find, yeah, if they're lucky, they get a land. They did. 2 land, why not? They know I have Doomscar in Foretell. They don't know what my last card is. But really interesting. Okay. Oh, he wants that for the Graveyard Trespasser? Sure. So he can drain me? Don't care. Okay. Ooh. Draw a card. So Wandering Emperor, make a 2/2, double block the Graveyard Trespasser is pretty good here. Let's pass. Sadly, if they find a land, they can Lolth here. Go ahead. Got me. Alright. Emperor. Blocks. Tradesies. Okay. Lolth ticks up twice, regardless here. We don't get to trade with his Glutton, but now we can Doomscar and then Lolth minus, so... Oh, actually Lolth, yeah, there we go. Goes back into 3, okay. Okay, so check this out. This is a little bit unintuitive play here, but I'm going to actually make a 1/1 first. Or a 2/2, whatever. Then Wrath. That way I lose another creature. And Lolth ticks up. And then I can minus Lolth without losing the Lolth. And have my Vanishing Verse up. Your go, bud. Yeah. They top deck and play a Lolth. No yeah, no manlands over there is a good thing too. Okay. Yeah. Didn't draw any answer to that Oni cult. It's a problem. There's the answer to the Oni cult. Okay, so let's do this. We swing at Lolth with both. This is interesting, actually. I don't have to kill their Lolth here. I could leave my guys back. I could Vanishing Verse their Lolth. What do? They block. So if I attack with both, they just don't block, and then they kill both my planeswalkers on the backswing. Oh, the meat hook. That's huge. So now I think if I meat hook, their Lolth ticks up. Two to vanish, three. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, let's vanish Lolth, and then we're gonna meat hook X's 1 here. Lolth goes up, we gain some life. End the turn. We have to get that Oni Cult off the board, but right now it's not doing anything because my opponent has no artifacts. So I opted to leave the Oni Cult in play. We couldn't do it all there. I couldn't March and Verse and Meat Hook, so I think leaving the Oni Cult in play is the best because they have a lot of ways to turn it back on, but they need to draw a way to make an artifact. So they've already used a couple of their vampires, or one of their vampires. So Deadly Dispute doesn't do it because they have no sack fodder. They need, you know, one of their vampires or I don't even know what. Hopefully they just draw one of their sideboard cards, like Graveyard Trespasser or something. Yeah, I should have drawn with Lulth first before going to combat last turn. I did miss 2 points of damage because I could have done all that pre-combat and then swung with my 2-1. But I went to combat and then I was like, wait a minute, do I want to attack? Because I just thought, I'm going to attack here. And then once we got to declare attackers, I was like, wait a minute. They're just going to let it happen and then kill my planeswalkers. Leaving these planeswalkers in play, generating value every turn by ticking them up or doing whatever, is way better than, you know, trading their Lulth for both of my Lulth and my Wandering Emperor. Opponent deep in the tank here. Sorin was also a good choice. Yeah, I mean, so in that case, I mean, obviously they're all good cards. Lulth is a great card. Sorin's a great card. Meat Hook's a great card. But which one is actually going to win them the game? I don't think Sorin would have won them the game in that spot. He just, remember, they were really low on life last game. They could have played a Sorin and made it 2-3. I could have killed the 2-3. I have a bunch of ways to kill that 2-3. Instead, they, you know, they plussed, which was very weird. Luckily they hit a land, because actually if they hit any spell there and put it in their hand, I might have been able to kill them that turn, because I think I put them to 2. Okay, so my opponent passes. Let's draw with Lulth first. And then I think we're going to minus Emperor here, put a 2-2 into play. Swing with our 3-2. And then get rid of their Oni Cult Anvil here before they untap with it. Opponent is running out their clock. Maybe they're just being shitty, or I don't know. So again, my opponent's been playing very quickly the entire match, and then suddenly, when it looks like they're going to lose the match, this happens. It's not a good look. Okay, they scoop. Nice. Thank you, opponent. Some opponents will sit there and continue to run out the clock, because, you know, salt. Okay, let's go to the last round. So we did win it. We're going to go for the 5 wins here, the max, and we have 1 loss. So this is, we win it, we win the max prize. If we lose, we Only win 1,700. Let's go. These events are great. They're going to get better. I mean, they're not great right now. The prizes are garbage, but that's going to change. As soon as the new set comes out next week, these events are going to be better than the ladder. Oh, I'm going to be so happy to not play ladder. Ladder is horrible on Arena. All right, here we are for round 5. We're 4-1. We win this, we get max prizes. Moss, playing against some Lycan here. I'm gonna keep this. It's very good against creature decks. And Wandering Emperor's not bad in the control mirrors, so I think this should be okay. Portable Hole's just a nice catch-all if we play... Well, you saw that... if we play against that Oni Cult Anvil deck. That said, we have no black mana yet, but that's not the end of the world. Doomscar should do everything that Meathook does. And more. Oh! Looks like another sacrifice deck. Okay, I could put that guy in the hole. The Shambling Ghast. Because they're almost certainly going to, you know, Deadly Dispute or something like that. We'll see. Let's see if they tap out for something. Whoa, never mind. Beginning of your end step, make a 2/2 black zombie with decay. Very powerful card, Jadar. So we are definitely going to put that guy in the hole. I could just Wrath here. Nah. Put Jadar in the hole. Get in the hole. That zombie can do 2 damage and then it disappears, so I'm not too worried about, you know, I'm not going to Wrath here. Let them play more stuff. Is this a mono black deck of some sort? Okay. So we have Emperor next turn. Still no black mana, so these double black cards hanging out in our hand look pretty ugly. Okay, sack your guy with the trigger on the stack? Nope, no Deadly Dispute. Okay. Interesting. Let's pass. We're gonna Emperor here and try and eat one of these 1/1s. Okay. Wandering Emperor coming down. What do you have to say about that? Huh? Moss? Oh yeah, you're a fungal phenomenon. Alright, put this 2/2 into play. Hey, Long Dog, what's up? Avoid phrases like, put that guy in the hole. I hear you. I mean, it's not nice, but it's not toxic, right? Is it? Am I missing something there? Is there something toxic about that? Put him in the hole. The hole used to be solitary confinement in prison. That was the hole, right? Ooh, another Emperor here. I could do that, or I could Bankbuster draw. I do want to find lands. Obviously, I need black mana here. Oh, I think I'm going to do this, actually. I want my opponent to play some more stuff to the board before I Wrath. There we go. That, you know, not exactly what we wanted to draw, but making our land drops, I guess. Come on. Can I not find a single black mana? We have the mana's very smooth in these 3-color decks. In the standard mana bases are very good right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, more. You can play more. You can do more. So this is obviously an aggressive mono black deck playing a bunch of cheap stuff. And obviously, well, zombies. Yeah, after seeing this guy, this is a straight-up zombie deck. Baleful Mastery, okay. This is just a inefficient card. I guess you're mono black, you don't have a choice, but Meathook 0, okay, because he's expecting the Wrath. There's a black mana. So I could draw with Bankbuster. Could play Emperor. I think Emperor draw with Buster is good here. 1 card left. Yeah, let's pass. Even if they play a zombie here, we can still trade the 2/2 for the champion. Ooh, that's a good zombie. Okay, well, that guy is going to ask for a Wrath, because he's going to pump out a ton of dudes. And that means champion's going to be huge here. Yep. Nice. Okay. Draw first. Kaito. Okay, Emperor. And I could minus to exile the champion, but this is better because we're gonna Wrath anyway here. So minusing Emperor means I can't make a Samurai next turn, whereas now I can wipe the board. I lose some life. I'm over it. Oh, I should have... Oh, yeah, my black came in tapped. Yeah, I couldn't get my own meat hook into play there, but no big deal. We lose some life, but they're at one card in hand. So, feels pretty good here. Alright. Pass to you, bud. Not gonna crew just in case they have, I don't know what hasty card they could have in mono black, but another champion. Okay. So we do need to get our own, meat hook into play, otherwise we might just die to that stupid card. Okay, so Emperor pluses. I think I'll plus this. Swing with both. Damage. Yeah, motivational. I'm doing well, man. Thank you. Been school's busy? Nice. I've been good. It's been busy, kind of, with my wife. You know, the studio and everything's been kind of crazy. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been good overall, I think. Should we just slam Lolth here? Probably, right? I don't know. We're at 8. I still feel safe. He has no cards in hand. Yeah, get the trifecta down. Pass, end step, we bank bust. And then, I do want to get this meat hook into play eventually, but they can't go off with meat hook here. They're top decking, right? So, that was a good draw, though. That was a huge draw for them. Plus on Unblockable Ninja. Yeah, I could meat hook. Yeah, I was going to say, I could have plus the ninja there as well. After when I was thinking about meat hooking, I realized that. I didn't think of that at first. Wow, what a top deck. Nice draw. Nice draw. Okay, well, now we are going to have to meat hook this nonsense away. It's a big dork. Actually, I'm not even sure. No, I do need to get this into play, right? How do I do this? Yeah, I could just meat hook, and then I can Lolth, make more spiders, Wandering Emperor minus. So I swing with the team, and then meat hook. Actually, yeah, these guys can't block. I guess I just swing with the 1/1. I don't want to trade off creatures until I have my meat hook in play. Okay, let's draw. And I am going to lose that token, but don't really care. Okay. My opponent says good game. Scoop. Good game. Scoop. No? No? Arena's full of people like this. Good game. Like, are you implying that you think you won this game? Or if you're saying that I won and you're the one initiating the good game, scoop. That's what good game means. Scoop. You're not scooping? So are you telling me that you think you're going to win this game and you're just giving me the, like, preemptive good games? That's just, that's a shitty move, bro. Why would you do that? Let's get our unblockable dude in there. Draw a card off Kaito. So this is going to be 4. We're going to have 2 mana up. Is there a difference between 2 and 3 mana? No. So I'm just going to play a tap land. And we're going to meat hook for 4. Good game, he says. Sure, bud. Now, it's funny when you got dueling meat hooks going on, because if you're on priority, your opponent's triggers are going to go on the stack after, but my opponent doesn't have enough creatures to kill me here. But remember that, if you do play meat hook into your opponent's meat hook, you better have enough life to survive their triggers, because their triggers will resolve first. And you will die before your triggers gain you life after you wrath with it. Soren. Nope. He said good game 2 turns ago, but here we are, so, you know, don't do that. Don't be that guy, people. Don't say good game unless you are scooping your cards up, or unless you're about to kill your opponent. I say, you know, my opponent's tapped out, no cards in hand, can't do anything. Good game, swing for lethal, okay, GG's, shake the hand, whatever. Don't good game people prematurely. It's my pet peeve in every game. People do it all the time because they want to look, you know, want to look tough. Oh, I should have plussed. What am I doing? Oops. Could activate. Nah. Get Soren off the battlefield. Okay. Draw. Yeah. Busta. And Vanishing Verse makes me feel very, very safe here because we can exile their Meat Hook Massacre on the stack if they, you know, do anything. Whoa. Okay. Tigrid's Lantern. Got me. Cool. I think I'll activate in response. Unless I sack a non-land permanent. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I am going to sack... I could just discard a card. I want to take up Lolth, and then Lolth can pump out more spiders. So I am going to sack a spider here. Good game. Yeah, it's over, so scoop it up. Why are you still talking to me? Don't tell me good game. Scoop it up if it's good game, you noob. God. Alright, let's verse that. Good game, scoop it. No? Still no? There we go. God, that's annoying. People do it all the time. I've seen people say good game, swing, and then completely miss something on the board. Or their opponent has cards in their hand and mana untapped, and they're like, good game. And it's like, okay, tap this, do here, kill, my last card's a removal spell, boom. Oh, I untap? Oh, Wrath. Okay, now you're the one losing. You know, it's like, you just look like a fool. Don't ever do that, people. Okay, so Soul Shatter is Deece. Trespasser, they have, I wonder what they're playing post-board. They're playing a lot of artifact enchantment type stuff, Tigrid's Lantern. So I'm tempted to bring in Fracture. It also hits Sorin, probably Lolth. I can only imagine they have Lolth. Duress doesn't hit the Lantern because it's a creature on the front side, right? I can see Go Blank being good. I don't know how good all the Wraths are. I'm going to shave a Doomscar since I'm bringing in Farewell. Soul Shatter, there's a lot of little dorks. I'm not sure if I want that. Portable Hole. How expensive is the Lantern? 3? 3 or 4? I don't think it hits that. What does this hit? Hits Meat Hook, I guess. Bloodchief's Thirst. How good is Disdainful Stroke? I don't think Disdainful Stroke is amazing. I'm going to try taking out the strokes, and I'm going to bring in Trespasser. I think Trespasser might actually be good here. Because they're doing a lot of, they're playing a lot of little guys. And spot removal is going to be bad against this guy, Trespasser. Meat Hook's really the only thing that kills it, but they have to Meat Hook for like 6 if it's flipped. Or, 6 mana Meat Hook if it's flipped as a 4/4 there. It's annoying when people do that, or when they time you out. Yeah, it's just, So I don't know what my opponent, I'm not going to rag on him too much, but... Don't say good game unless you're gonna scoop your cards up. That's called sportsmanship. It's etiquette. You don't say that shit unless, People love to give the premature good game though. God, all the time. And then they just look like fools when it, A lot of times they do have the game won, but just don't say it before you actually kill your opponent. Don't say it. Oh yeah, he plays Jadar, that's why. I was like, what does Portable Hole hit? Because hitting like Shambling Ghast with this is not that amazing, right? But hitting Jadar is very good, so I'll take it. I think I might slam the Graveyard Trespasser here on turn 3 and see if my opponent can deal with that. Are they going to Field of Ruin me here? No, they're thinking about it. Really? I don't think... Okay, I don't know. I don't know this mono black deck, but usually you want to keep these guys in play to sack to Deadly Dispute or whatever else they've got going on. Meat Hook and, Okay. So they're gonna field me here. I think I am just gonna slam Trespasser. Let's see them deal with this. They're gonna have to 2-for-1 themselves to deal with this, I'm pretty sure. And if they keep sitting there doing nothing, this guy's gonna flip and start crunching. Little crunchy. Had a game where someone said good game and proceeded to sacrifice their board on the stack for something, but they let no triggers resolve. And you Whirlwind Denial? Oh, so they said good game as in, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. Exactly, if you have cards in hand and mana up, if your opponent has cards in hand and mana up, don't say good game, right? They could have anything. They could have a counter spell that wipes the stack. People are not thinking of every single possibility. They just think, oh, what could he possibly do, Good game, I'm gonna kill you now. Oops, no you can't. I hope you went on to win that game long. That would have been awesome. Whirlwind, yeah, I know what it does. Oh yeah, Whirlwind Denial is very, very powerful. It's slow and clunky. It's only good against, the Storm decks and decks that are putting a ton of stuff on the stack. Okay. So if I decline, I just lose 3 life? I could discard a card here. Let's discard a card. I'll discard a land. We've got 2 more land. There's another land. Okay. So I could Bank Buster, start drawing. I could leave up Emperor. Which one's better? I think maybe Bank Buster, start drawing, or it depends how aggressive I'm gonna get here. I am starting to put a clock on them. Maybe I should Emperor. Emperor just plays a little bit more poorly into Meat Hook. Like if he goes land Meat Hook here, and then I instep Emperor. It's close. It's close. I have 2 more black. I'm gonna play this as a white. I think I'm gonna Bank Bust here. Let's pass. Because especially if they're gonna try and make me discard cards every turn, I'll just keep drawing more cards every turn. Want a 2-for-1 yourself? Nope. Let's draw. See what we find. Now my opponent knows we can't, you know, Vanishing Verse or whatever, but I don't really care. Oh, there's a March. Let's just take 3. Okay, so we're gonna march his Lantern away here. Oh wow, just the double? Okay. Going for the dubs. Yeah, I'll just take another 3. Do not care. Got me. Okay. So we are gonna let our Trespasser flip here, because I'm not gonna play anything main phase. Can play tap land. I guess, actually I should do this, right? Yeah. What does this thing cost? Oh, it costs 4! Oh, it costs, I thought it cost 3! Oh, I'm thinking of the other black dude that costs 3 that flips into something. Oops. Right, Turgid over here. I can't do it. Okay, whatever. We flip our guy, we have Emperor up here. They can double lantern us. Watch out. I don't even think I need any of this stuff. So let's discard. Actually, we'll discard the Hive. Okay. 3 cards left. Yeah. Emperor? And we'll trade for his Ghast here. Okay. Long. Yeah, I forgot it's 4 mana. Yeah, I should have played Untapped Land. The one side is 5, one side is 4. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was 3. Oops, that's not a big deal. I should have killed the Lantern though, you're right. You saw it. You swung back for the insta win on that other play? Nice. Whirlwind Denial. And Settle the Wreckage was another one. Settle the Wreckage is pretty easy to see it coming, though. You can usually see it coming. Okay, they double spelled? No, we spelled, they spelled, so yeah. Okay, so we are going to march that thing away. Let's swing. Get rid of, sure, the Ghast. Drain them for 1. Yeah, they're dying very quickly here. Should I play Tekanuma? Yeah, I guess I will. And then we can march. Bye. Bye-bye. March has been awesome in Standard. I played it in this deck. I had 3 copies, now I'm down to 2, but it's so good against so many decks. Killing the man lands for 1 mana, or, you know, if it's killing creatures, it's bad. It's really bad. Or even in that case, like, it's like 5 mana to kill their 4 mana artifact is not amazing. There's a Meat Hook. Okay. Champion. So I think we're going to draw a card and Emperor here. So let's draw first. Oof. Kaito is interesting. But let's pass. Opponent's top decking, so I'm not even sure what exactly they think they can do here. Oh, field my Hive. Got me. 2 black, 3 white. Yeah, I am going to get another black here. I only have 2 basics in this deck. But that's fine. Yep. Hope you top decked a removal spell, bud. Nope. Looks like they're F6'd. Nice. Yeah, I'll lose life. Don't care. Let's swing. Kaito draw. And nice. Make our 2/2. Pass. We've got end step, Bankbuster, untap swing with Bankbuster. That's lethal. That's 8 on the board. And we can Vanishing Verse that meat hook with anything on the stack if we want. I can also meat hook my own guys away to do extra points of damage if that comes up. But this is pretty much over. They have 1 card though, so not gonna say good game. If my opponent had 0 cards in hand, I would say good game right now because it's literally they're dead on board and they can't do anything. But with even 1 card in their hand, they're not dead. Wow, that is a good one. Jesus. Okay, so they're gonna bring back the champ. So should I kill Massacre in response here or just kill the champ? I don't want them to gain the life. They're gonna gain 2 life from me losing my creatures. Is that relevant? I don't really give a shit about 2 life. Yeah, let's just let this happen. I'm gonna save this verse for, Sorin or some, if they top deck again like that. That was a nice top deck, though, gotta admit. Pretty nice. Okay. Draw our card. Alright. Yeah, no need to verse here, I think. Okay. I don't love putting +1/+1 counters on the Bankbuster, but here we are. It is a 2-turn clock. Okay, post-combat we draw. Ah. The Angel... I have enough mana to Angel and Wandering Emperor here, so let's do that. I'm not going to double Angel, of course, in case they top deck another Meat Hook or something. Pass. If they do top deck another Meat Hook, we can Vanish Verse it with the trigger on the stack. But they need to get very lucky here. Interesting. Yeah, you can do 1 damage to me. Yeah. Got him. 5 wins. Alright. Nice.